Good evening and welcome to a root field on the campus of Central Connecticut State University, the Division III ECAC President's Bowl. Seth Cantor joined by my broadcast partner Emory Hunt, and another intriguing matchup in this game, the Worcester Polytechnic Institute against the Kane Cougars, both teams at 7-3, and cumulatively speaking, strong on the offensive side of the ball.
Very strong on the offensive side of the football. We should see a lot of points in here, but the defensive side of the football, like the first game, should be the deciding factor in who wins it.
Let's talk about Derek Pacheco from WPI, one of the best pressure defenders in the Liberty League.
Yeah, he's their leading sack getter. He's a guy that lives on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage, and how well he does defensively, especially stopping the ground game of Kane, I think could ultimately determine how well they do as a whole.
And defensively in the secondary, Austin Davis for Kane, 8 interceptions.
You're around the football that many times. That's a great thing to have, a guy that can take the football away, put it back in the hands of your explosive offense. I'm a big fan of Austin Davis's game. Excited to watch him play tonight.
The second of 6 games here this weekend, the ECAC Division III President's Bowl, the Worcester Polytechnic Institute Engineers, and the Kane Cougars, both teams here at 7-3. Kickoff coming up next on ECACSports.tv. Welcome back to a root field here on the campus of Central Connecticut State University, the ECAC Division III President's Bowl Championship. Worcester Polytechnic Institute at 7-3 against Kean University at 7-3. Kane won the toss. They deferred until the second half. And WPI will take the kick to open up this football game. Return out to the 30-yard line, and that's where WPI will start this game. Now for WPI, returning the football was Brad Scazzarella. As we get set to go, the first look we have at the WPI Engineers, Emory.
A very explosive football team. You look at these keys to the game. I think they have to use that screen game to calm pressure and do a great job in neutralizing what Kane brings to the table.
And how about that? A fumble on the opening kickoff. Happened a little late, and Kane's going to get the ball with terrific field position right here. Boy, we didn't see that.
Not at all. Again, it's up to these guys, number one, to use that screen game, but we're going to go right to Kane. Sudden change, big turnover to start this ball game.
So Kane will get the ball out of the gate. Charles App, the starting quarterback. Here's the handoff. Damian Carter, starting tailback for this Kane team, gets the call. Now we'll give you the Kane offense. On the line, Mike Diodario, Justin Rodriguez, Anthony Mangan, Dorsey Williams Jr., and Joe Bick. Charles App is the starting quarterback as Kane running the no-huddle. A second down at 7. Shifty move by the back right there. And the ball got loose again. WPI says it's their ball. The officials come in. Let's wait for the signal. And see, no call yet. WPI says they have it. They're pointing towards their side of the field. However, Kane is going to hold on to the ball as the referee, Tom Mohitty, says Kane football. Oh, it's a third down and 5 for Kean University. We'll continue with their starters. App takes the snap option. He runs very well, takes it himself, and he has a first down at the 20-yard line, 6-yard gain. On the play, Matt Lipriotti, along with Quadir Johnson, the wide receivers, Jonathan Schmidt, tight end, Tyler Hopman also in that receiving core. Again, Charles App, the quarterback, and Damian Carter is the starting tailback as they run the no-huddle. App races outside the 20, and he's brought down at the 19-yard line, a gain of 1 on the play.
And when you have a guy like App that's a mobile quarterback, you saw the stats. They don't throw the football much. When they do, they're efficient. But he's a guy that makes it an 11-on-11 game because of his mobility. It forces you to dedicate an extra guy in the box to make sure he doesn't break contain.
Ryan Murtaugh with the WPI tackle. Now it's a second down and 9 for Kane. Here's the handoff, and Carter is stuffed right at the line. Boy, this is an inspired WPI defense. Both teams brought a good number of fans here. They're energetic and they're enthused after the tackle by Derek Pacheco, the sophomore defensive lineman. Let's give you the WPI defense. They run a 3-4. Pacheco, Salem, and Edward Giles on the line. Jason Lamb, Brian Murtaugh, Torrens Onfrelli, and Jake Brown are the linebackers. It's a 3rd down and 11. App ready to throw. Forced out of the pocket. On the run. He'll tuck it and take it himself. Heading towards the marker, and he's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. He is very, very close. WPI said the ball came loose and they got it, but it's still going to be Kane football here.
As good of a defense we've seen from WPI all season long, their speed sideline to sideline will be tested by this Kane offensive attack.
The quarterbacks for WPI, Sean Murphy, Eric LaCroix, who's been terrific this year, Colin Sanders, and Kevin Lynch. And Kane is going to attempt the field goal right here. So it's going to be a 28-yard attempt. Out of the hold of Ferlisi. Snap is clean, and the kick is blocked. Kane dives after it on the ground, so the Cougars unable to come away with points.
You saw very early in this ball game, opening kickoff fumble on the special teams in the special teams department. You see a blocked field goal here. So special teams so far has been the name of the game. We're less than 3 minutes into this ball game and already 2 big plays on special teams.
Aryeh Mosalvi's kick was blocked. And WPI was flagged. The question is, was it after the play came to an end? Their offense is coming out onto the field, so it was after the play came to an end. This will set WPI back after the blocked field goal.
Yeah, guy got a great jump off the ball coming around the corner and got his hand on it to knock it away.
Well, the WPI offense led by Dan Eckler. Give you the rest of their starters in a moment. Eckler, the junior, out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Zach Grassis gets the call, pushing the pile forward. He's a beast. Runs very, very hard and aggressively, built like a bulldozer. Doesn't get much, though, as he's stopped. Grassis is the centerpiece of this WPI offense, 886 yards on the ground. Leading the team this year, 9 touchdowns. Wide receivers Brandon Eckert, who's had a terrific season, along with Mitch Salage, Alex Domond. As well, on the line, Corey Sterling, Paul DeMarco, Brandon Hardy, Will Pope, and Chad Delaporta. 2nd down and 10 for a WPI team that averaged 26 points per game. That's 5th in the Liberty League this season. Pass down the right sideline, caught out of bounds at the 44-yard line was Marcus Middleton. Terrific play, 1st down and more.
A big play by the junior, 5'9", 190, got down the sideline, tracked that football very well, and hauled it in for a big play for this offense. You see right here on a replay, half roll out, half waggle, set up, go down the sideline, and he was able to pull away from that defender on that play.
Ulrich Jean-Pierre, Peter Lajawa, Tom Winters up front for Kean University. Darren Hungerford, Steph Lewis, Derek Taylor, Robert Mead are the linebackers. The corners, David Jimerson, Austin Davis, David Coleman, and LaRon Dillard. 1st down and 10, WPI from the 44-yard line. Pass out of the reach of Alex Domond. No score here, opening minutes. As you look at this WPI team, Emory, what would you say the keys to the game are for them?
Well, look at WPI. I think, again, they have to use that screen game to calm the pressure of Kane. Kane is going to bring a lot of pressure, and the way you can neutralize that is by bringing the screen game into play. You got to play your game, do what you do best, do what got you here, dance with whom you brought to the party is what we like to say, and you have to win on 1st down defensively, back that offense up and force them to throw the football more often than they want to.
Grassis is stuffed at the line. He is driven back to a loss on the play. He's sent back to the 41-yard line, a loss of 3. And the tackle for Kane came from Ulrich Jean-Pierre. Well, they're going to say that they actually stopped him at the 44-yard line. That's where he went down, and they won't give him the negative loss. However, there's a penalty against WPI, and that one will set them back.
Both teams right now are playing a little bit over-aggressive. You see a lot of penalties, a lot of aggressive play after the whistle. You saw the 2 special teams blunders. The crowd's in it. The teams are in it. They have to calm each other down right now, both coaching staffs, before this thing gets out of hand early.
So WPI now will be set back 15 yards.
But you like their start offensively, just attacking deep down the field, going vertical down the sideline with the passing game. It'll be interesting to see how they're able to maintain that throughout.
Makes it a 3rd down and 27. Man in motion, that's Middleton to the far side. Eckler out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Being pressured, dumps it off to the near side. The catch is made at the 25-yard line and dropped at the 25 was Zach Grassis, the running back, and WPI will have to punt on a 4th down and long.
Yeah, David Coleman Jr., a junior, 5'10", 215 defensive back out of Jersey City, ran up there in the alley and made the play. That's a heck of an open field tackle right there. You see, they tried to set up the screen early on in the ball game, try to get the screen game going. Boom, right there, filling the lane, putting the guy on the ground, forcing the punt.
Punt coming on a 4th down at 27. Blaine Bursey to kick. There's a short spiraling kick. It's going to bounce. Corridor will take it at the 42-yard line, and that's where Kane will start its 2nd offensive possession of the game. 10:36 remaining here in the ECAC Division III President's Bowl Championship. We're scoreless between Kane and WPI. And Emory, just to recap our first game, a shootout between Salve Regina and Husson. Salve Regina coming back and winning 42-39.
Well, what a way to kick off bowl weekend here at Central Connecticut State for the ECAC Bowl Championships. Outstanding game, 2 outstanding programs. I think we're in for a treat tonight with these 2 as well.
Evenly matched teams, offensively and defensively. Here's the handoff on 1st down. It's taken by Damian Corridor, and he's into 1st down territory. Inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Now, Corridor's the feature back in this Kane offense. 1,083 yards coming into this one. 3rd in the New Jersey Athletic Conference, averaging 108 yards per game. And Corridor's going to take the sweep to the outside this time. And he's tackled at the 38-yard line, run out of bounds right there, so a gain of 5.
So far early on in this game, I like the way Pacheco plays the game. He's a guy that hustles. He ran down that running back on that play. The previous play, he made that tackle, so he's showing a lot of effort early on.
Made the stop right there. Quick slant. Out to the 35-yard line. It is incomplete. Intended for Matt Lipariti. So it's a 3rd down and 8 for Kean University at a scoreless game as we take a look at the keys to the game here for Kane. Emory, what would you say?
Well, they have to maximize their opportunities in the red zone. We saw them have a blocked field goal early on. Now, the biggest matchup defensively, Austin Davis, their outstanding cornerback versus the receiver, Brandon Ecker. They're a big playmaker. And no mental errors, no penalties, no things that can beat yourself, and they can have a chance to win.
App throws to the sideline. The catch is made at the 30-yard line. And that's good for a Kean University 1st down. Tyler Hopman with the reception, and the Cougars will move the sticks.
And that's what you want to see. Just keep the offense on pace. They play with a fast pace and tempo, and you want to see how this defense reacts.
Blaine Merchant with the tackle. Corridor, a shifty back, takes it down to the 25-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play with 9:53 remaining. Here in the opening quarter of the President's Bowl between Kean University of the New Jersey Athletic Conference and WPI of the Liberty League. As Corridor changes direction and he's stopped at the 20-yard line. He's very close to a 1st down. They're going to say, though, it's a 3rd down and short after the tackle by Torrin Zanfrelli of WPI. So it's 3rd and 1 from the 21-yard line. App takes the snap. Corridor pushes the pile forward, and he has a 1st down at the 18, gain of 3.
Yeah, you see the tempo that they're playing with. They're moving up tempo. They're going no huddle. They're hurrying up on the offensive side of the football. Now, if you're the defensive team, WPI, the way you can neutralize that is by simply playing assignment football. Don't try to guess the play. Just cover your gaps, be gap sound, be assignment sound, and you can get these guys off the field.
App out of his shotgun, he'll throw. Rolling out, well, he'll tuck it and take it himself. He can run 2 inside the 15, and he's upended at the 14-yard line, a gain of 4.
And this is why it's important early on. I said they have to make sure they win on 1st down defensively. If they put App in a situation where he's going to have to throw the football, I think that's a win for their defense because right now they're just running this thing up and down the field against WPI.
Colin Saunders with the tackle. Yeah, App can definitely run. Here's the handoff. Kyrie Tyson-Jones stopped at the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4. It makes it a 3rd down and 2.
3rd and short. You have to be able to get off blocks to get off the field. And if they can't stop the run, right now their offensive line, Kane's offensive line is doing a great job winning but that defensive line of WPI has to come to play.
3rd and 2. App looked left, now forced out of the pocket, throws to the near side. Tyson Jones unable to reel it in, hit the ground. So it makes it a 4th down and 2 at a scoreless game. 8:14 remaining here in the opening quarter, and Kane will bring on the field goal unit.
And App did a great job coming back across the field. First, second read wasn't there, came back across. Just couldn't get enough on that throw to where it could be accurate to where the receiver can catch it in stride and walk in the end zone.
Alsavi on to attempt the field goal. It's a 27-yard attempt out of the hold of Ferlisi. Kane looking for the lead. The snap is clean. Here comes the pressure. The kick tailing. And it is good. And the Kane Cougars have a 3-0 lead with 8:10 remaining here in the opening quarter.
Well, that's one thing we didn't see in the first game was a field goal. And so now we have a field goal kicker. We'll see if WPI has a field goal kicker as well. But great drive to put points up on the board. Now, this is one way they can maximize those red zone opportunities. You ideally want to see 7, but like I've said before, points add up. And if they're able to just put points on the board and trust that their defense can get off the field, it bodes well for their chances to win.
Well, Julian Ayala will kick off. And Kane has a 3-0 lead here in the ECAC President's Bowl Championship. Alex Domond back to return for WPI. Kane has a unique formation out of the kickoff.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I think this is going right down the pike.
End over end kick. It's deep. Domond fields it at the 5-yard line. Middle of the field. Changes direction. And some extra yards on the play as he's out to the 30-yard line. So a return of about 25 yards. And that sets up WPI. They trail 3-0, 8:02 remaining here in the first quarter.
And you want to see the engineers come out and just calm the game down by getting the ground game going, just trying to run right at that pressure. Because if you try to play a quick game versus a team that just wants to get after the quarterback, you're going to find yourself getting off the field quickly on offense.
1st down and 10 for WPI. They're at their own 31-yard line. Eckler out of the shotgun. Receiver stacked to the right. Takes the snap. As Grasses rumbles out, not much of a gain.
They're pretty chippy out there right now early on in this contest.
Definitely physical. Grasses, a member of the Liberty League's first team, a 6', 215-pound senior from Massachusetts, 89 yards per game, 3rd in his conference this year. Well, we got 3 on the play. 2nd and 7, WPI at its own 34-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. 3-4 defense here for Kane. Eckler has time now, being forced out of the pocket, and he's sacked back at the 24-yard line. Loss on the play. Host of defenders coming in for Kane. Leading the charge that time was Ulrich Jean-Pierre. He's been involved in a few key defensive plays, and now it's a 3rd and long.
Yeah, if you're Eckler, you have to let this football go. What they tried to do out of that pistol formation is run the whip route with number 81. It was there. If you felt as though you couldn't get that ball to him, just throw it away, live the play another down. Now you have yourself in a situation where it's 3rd and 17, a tough situation to be in for a young quarterback.
3rd and 17 from the 24. WPI trailing 3-0. Pressure coming once again. Eckler gets out of it. He'll scramble across the 35 to the 40-yard line, and he's tackled at the 41. That's right where he needed to get for the 1st down, and they're going to move the chains. They'll say 1st down. Let's see. I see the dial it down right at the stick. That would have given WPI the 1st down. And it is a 1st down for WPI. They'll move the chains.
Talk about a heck of an individual effort right there by Eckler, getting the 1st down, correcting your own mistake by scrambling for 17 yards.
Tackled by David Coleman Jr.
He's been in on a lot of plays so far this game too.
Kane 3, WPI 0. We approach the 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Grasses off tackle right side, and he's stopped at the 44-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play.
And nice little single wing right there for us old school casters that remember the single wing back in the backfield, just taking a direct snap and running power on the outside. But good defensive play on that play right there by Kane. See right there, just a simple single wing, following your blockers, pull the guard around into the hole, and he just was able to get a minimal gain on that first down carry.
Eckler, the junior from Stoughton, Massachusetts, 193 yards per game this season. Takes the snap in the pocket. He'll throw deep down the left sideline. Is it intercepted? Let's see. Coming down with it for Kane was Austin Davis, and Austin Davis with his 9th pick of the year. There's a turnover for the Engineers.
And you can see why he is always around the football. That's a very smart play by Austin Davis, the junior, 5'11", 190 pounds. What he did was he was covering one receiver, came across to pull on number 81, and was able to make the play. The play was open, but Austin Davis did a great job coming off his man. He left number 89, who's Brandon Ecker, left Ecker, came over to number 81, Middleton, to make the interception. That's a heady play. That's a smart play, and his football IQ is off the charts, which is why he's found himself around the football this many times.
Terrific player. We spoke about him during the pregame. App takes the snap. Here's the handoff. Damian Carter up to the 20-yard line, a gain of 5 on the play.
Look at this play again. They had the rail going down the sideline. They was trying to split the two defenders. Davis comes across and makes a heck of a play on the football, getting the interception.
Second down at 6. They'll call it a 4-yard gain. Carter has nothing. Taken down at the 22. Well, he made something out of nothing. Well, they'll say he got 3. How, I don't know, but it's going to be a third down and short.
Be third and short, and it'll be a great opportunity for this defense of WPI to get off the field.
Third down and 3. Kane at its own 22-yard line. Quick slant out to the sideline. The catch is made by Johnson at the 30-yard line, and that's good for a Cougars first down.
And if you're the Engineers in this situation, if you're playing the sticks, if you're playing off, you have to understand that you have to guard the sticks. You can't play off and then allow the guy to catch the football short and get the first down. That's exactly what happened.
4:23 remaining, opening quarter. Kane 3, WPI nothing. Here's Carter leaping over a tackler, and he stopped just outside the 35-yard line, just about a 4-yard gain on the play.
And this, again, late first quarter, you can start to see right now that pace and that tempo is starting to chip away at WPI. They're pushing these guys back offensively.
3 receivers, 2 right, 1 left. Play action. App forced out of the pocket now, being chased off his back foot, throws incomplete. Johnson tried to make a leaping grab, but it was thrown just out of his reach, so it's a third down and 5.
And that's exactly how you want to play App if you're the defense. You want to get pushed but not pressure. You want to make sure you close the back door on him and don't allow him to break contain and extend the play. They did a great job right there staying home and forcing a bad pass.
Inside 4 minutes remaining, opening quarter. You hear the chance of defense from the WPI fans who made the trip from Worcester. 3rd and 5. Kane at its own 36-yard line. App takes the snap, fakes the pass, fakes the handoff, pass deflected in the air, incomplete.
Nearly picked off right there by the defensive back. Again, they're playing the sticks, they're playing short. This time they did a great job in playing closer to the line of gain and getting these guys off the field by knocking that pass away, nearly picking it off.
Jonathan Schmidt, the tight end, couldn't hang on. Brandon Ecker back to return the punt. Steve Ferlisi to punt for Kane. 4th and 5. Cougars from their own 36-yard line. Here comes the pressure. Almost blocked. Ferlisi gets it off. He's going to bounce inside the 35-yard line. Got a piece of a Kane player. Looked like it might have hit Charles App. Or Derek Copeland it was on special teams. So WPI will start. Dream Seat, the official branded furniture partner, and Seating Solutions, the official stadium seating partner of the ECAC, can help you add new branding and revenue-generating opportunities to your athletic facilities with their patented interchangeable logo furniture and bleacher stadium seats that provide new comfort and professionalism. For more information, please reach out to the national representative for the ECAC, Matt Sobel, at 631-656-1066, extension 27, or by email at msobel, that's S-O-B-E-L, at dreamseat.com. 1st and 10 for WPI. Grasses, the bulldozer, takes a pitch outside the hash, and he doesn't get much. He's stopped at the 34-yard line A gain of 1 so far. Emory Kane doing a nice job on Zach Grasses, the stud running back for WPI.
Yeah, and WPI has tried to run inside. They've tried to run outside. They've done a little single wing. And Kane has had an answer for each and every time they've tried something different. So on that play, they did a great job in stringing out that toss play.
Hungerford made the stop for Kane. 2nd and 9, WPI at its own, WPI at its own 34-yard line. Eckler takes the snap on the run, throws to the near side, Middleton. Dove for it, but couldn't make the attempt. Wasn't the best thrown ball right there, so it's 3rd and 9.
And they're trying to roll a right-handed quarterback to his left, makes it a tougher throw. That ball has to be accurate or the receiver has to be wide open. And we've seen so far in this game, they've tried to get the short waggle going, the half rollout going for Eckler, but he hasn't been able to connect on those short passes. Now, deep down the field, he's made some good throws. The short passing game right now has to pick up if this offense is going to have success.
Kane a 3-0 lead on a Moslavi field goal. 3rd down and 9, WPI at its own 34-yard line. Eckler takes the snap, forced out of the pocket, being chased. And he's out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So it's a 4th down. Good pressure coming from the Kane defense once again.
And when you look at the effect that Austin Davis has on this defense, when you have a guy that can lock down one side of the field essentially or as a ball hawk, you allow your safety then to play the other side of the field and take more chances. So they're playing with the man up because they're able to have great play from one cornerback.
Over John Pierre there as well. 4th down and 12, WPI at its own 31. Here's the kick from Bursey. Corridor was the return man, but it bounced way in front of him, so WPI will down it right at midfield. Kane now, great opportunity here with terrific field position at a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you want to see the passing game start to settle down and become much more efficient. Right now, App is doing a lot of running. He's doing a lot of creating outside of the framework of the play. You want to see their ground game also get going, but if you're a WPI, your defense has done a good job in getting these guys off the field. Any self-inflicted wounds had resulted in a 3-point field goal, but they've done a solid job defensively. But so it's up to this Kane offensive attack to find some level of balance right now on this drive.
Corridor was the tailback. He'll line up as a wide receiver. On the near side, Matt Liparini. Chance of defense from the WPI fans. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield here for Kane. They have a 3-0 lead. It's a pass. App being chased. Evades a tackler. Dumps it off. Middle of the field. Inside the 45 to the 44-yard line are the Cougars. As Hotman made the catch. Shy of the 1st down. There's a flag on the play, or is a man down? Let's see, what are the two?
Do you see right here, App had the deep over route. He waited too long to get rid of the football, but did drop it off safely into the hands of the tailback and was able to get positive yards out that play.
Peter Salem, looks like he's okay, but being helped back to the sideline with the WPI trader. That's a gain of 7 yards. It's a 2nd down and 3. Kane in positive territory now. They have a 3-0 lead. Moslavi, 27-yard field goal is the difference. Here's Carter right through the middle, taken down at the 40-yard line. That is good for a Kean University 1st down. A gain of 4 on the play for WPI. The stop came from Derek Pacheco.
Pacheco's been playing lights out so far, man.
7.5 sacks on the season. Taking it outside is Corridor. Nothing there. Well, he fought to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but they're going to say that he was down at the 44-yard line. So it is no gain on the play. He wasn't, well, let's see. Well, they'll say he lost a few yards, so it's a 2nd down and 14.
Yeah, that zone read to the same side is always tough, especially running it to the short side of the field. Makes it tough for the running back to gain yards.
Murphy with the tackle. App to the near sideline. Catch made, but not much can be done with it. Jonathan Schmidt, the tight end. Well, it's a 3rd down and long, just a gain of a yard.
Yeah, you wanted to find out how will this defense respond after the first drive with the quick pace, the quick tempo. And I think they've responded well. They're getting to the spot before Kane and stopping these guys in their tracks. No plus yardage after the play.
3rd down and 13. App will throw out to the left sideline. Pass intended for Hotman. It's deflected out of bounds, and that brings up a 4th down for Kean University. They have a 3-0 lead, but they'll have to punt right here.
Yeah, you look at the situation, it was 3rd and 13, and I understand why App wanted to take a chance deep down the field, wanted to force that throw a little bit in between two defenders, but fell incomplete. Great job by WPI once again, getting the stop on 3rd down and getting these guys off the field.
For Lisi to punt, Ecker to return. 4th and 13 from the 43-yard line. Moslavi's 27-yard field goal, the difference, as Kane, out of the New Jersey Athletic Conference, has the lead. 1:02 remaining, opening quarter. Play clock down to 3, down to 2. Snap is clean. Nice punt, directional kick. Fair catch called for at the 10-yard line by Ecker, and that's where WPI will start.
And very good defensive series. The last 3 series by WPI. If their offense can answer, give those guys a breather on the sideline, I think they can come back out defensively and be a little bit more aggressive. But they're going to need their offense to sustain a drive. I'm talking about a 6 to 8 to 10 play drive on this series to help out their defense.
Chris Robertson, the 6th season head coach for WPI, 1996 graduate of the University of Albany. First postseason bid for WPI in 23 years. Here's the pass. Well, looks like there was miscommunication on the route right there. The pass was intended for Liam Coden, a senior wide receiver, 2nd down.
Yeah, they're just out of sync right now in the passing game. I think there's opportunities to hit plays deep down the field. Now, you don't want to test Austin Davis, but on the opposite side of the field, there's a lot of room to work with if you're a receiver.
2nd down and 10. Engineers at their own 11-yard line. 7 wins this season, the most since their last postseason bid in 1992. Eckler rolls out, pressure coming, looking downfield. He'll take it himself, and he doesn't get much out of it at all. And it's going to be a 3rd down and long now for the Engineers.
Yeah, when you roll a quarterback out, you better have at least 3 different reads for him to get rid of the football. Otherwise, you really, because essentially you're shrinking the field, and you also shrink his options. And he had not many options on that play, and he got initial pressure from number 23 blowing up the running back. Eckler had nowhere to go with the football, especially on a design rollout.
Tom Winters with 52 tackles this year on the stop. 15 seconds remaining, opening quarter. WPI pinned deep. 3rd down and 10 from their own 11. Here's a misdirection. It's Grasses, doesn't get anything. Stopped at the 11-yard line, no gain, and the first quarter will come to an end. When we go to the second, it'll be a 4th down and 10 for WPI deep in their own territory.
Very good defense we've seen so far by both teams in this ballgame.
Now we'll take a break right here. The ECAC Division III President's Bowl Championship. WPI trailing Kane 3-0. We'll be back after this. You're watching ECAC football on ECACsports.tv. We're back here at Central Connecticut State University. The President's Bowl, Division III action between WPI and Kane University. U8 is the official hydration and performance partner of the 2015 ECAC Division III Football Championships. U8 is changing the game with sports-specific performance formulas for soccer, football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Visit them at their location here at Root Field for a sample today and learn more at playbetter.com. That's play-better.com. BU, play better. WPI will punt. Blaine Bursey back to kick. Corridor awaits. Kick from the goal line. It's short. This should give Kane terrific field position. It goes out of bounds, and the Cougars now will have a very short field to work with.
And they've asked a lot of their defense so far in this ball game, getting stops on 3rd downs, getting off the field. Now you put them in an even backed-up situation inside the 40-yard line. So we're going to learn a lot about the mental toughness of this WPI defense. But if you're Kane, You have to come out and start capitalizing on these opportunities, and we haven't seen them do so far.
Charles App, who threw for 1,480 yards during the regular season, 14 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 148 yards per game, a 56% completion percentage. Being pressured, forced out of the pocket right at midfield now on the run, sacked way back in minus territory. A terrific play by Luca Cerasani for WPI, and that's a big loss there.
Great play by Cerasani right there again, and that's how you help yourself out defensively. Now you make it second and what looks like to be 30. Great job right here. Now App again had the chance to go deep down the field. Great protection early on. The receiver had a step on the corner. He was afraid to pull the trigger. Ended up in the sack.
Seconded forever. Here's the handoff. Across the 45-yard line up to the 46-yard line. Looked like Corridor got the call. Now the scoreboard says second at 65. We know it's not second at 65. It wasn't that much of a
It
loss.
feels like it.
This will be a third down and long now. Just over a minute gone by here in the second quarter. Kane with the ball at a 3-0 lead. So it's third down and 25. App takes the snap in the pocket, airs it out deep, deflected, intended for the wide receiver Taj Hammering on the play. Good play out of the secondary by Kevin Lynch, a junior defensive back, and that brings up a fourth down and 25.
They played a little cover 6 right there, which means they had cover 4 on one side of the field, cover 2 on the short side of the field, which invited the safety to make a play on the football. He did exactly that. Almost came up with the interception, but more importantly, a stop on third down brings up fourth down. Now they're punting.
Ferlisi will kick. Ecker to return. 4th and 25, Kane at its own 46-yard line. They have a 3-0 lead on a Moslavi 27-yard field goal. Good snap. Here comes the pressure. Ferlisi just got it off. Racing in is Ecker on the run, upended at the 30-yard line, and that's where WPI will start.
Excellent job catching that punt right there by number 89.
Steph Lewis with the tackle. What are your impressions of this game so far?
I love the defense on both teams. I think both teams right now are doing a great job. Third down defense, doing a great job versus the run. Neither team is giving up anything big down the field. Which offense will come ready to play or step up and make a play is going to be crucial.
These were two pedestrian defenses this year. They allowed their opponents to score points in the 20s per game, and we have a low-scoring game here to start. Grasses runs outside, making something of it. That's probably his best carry of the game so far. He's up to the 36-yard line. Go figure. You had two stingy defensive units in that first game, and we saw all those points, and you have two mediocre defensive units here in terms of points allowed, and we have a 3-0 game early in the second quarter.
It goes to show you, man, you can't really call these games beforehand. It's about what happens on the field. Both teams are coming out the gates ready to play. That play right there, I like the little run action, a little midline action right there by WPI. Be sure to check that out moving forward. Quarterback had a big opportunity to run if he kept it.
2nd and 4. Ecker and Middleton out to the left for the Engineers. They trail 3-0. Here's the handoff. Grasses is stuffed. They must have read the scouting report on Grasses and how much of a bulldozer he is, because they are bringing the house on him, and he is not getting much done here in this game.
And both teams actually are doing a great job slipping blocks, and that's what it's about, getting off the block. You see right there, number 57 for Kane, Hungerford doing a great job getting off the block and making the stop in the backfield for a loss. That's a great play by Kane.
3rd and 6, WPI. They trail 3-0. Early moments here, second quarter. ECAC President's Bowl Championship. Eckler out of a shotgun, two receivers near side right. Backpedals, throws it low, out to the sideline. Grasses out of the backfield. Hit keeps going. He'll have a first down. Outside the 40, up to the 42-yard line. Let's say between the 42 and the 43. He looked like he was done for in the backfield. Took a hit, kept on moving. First down, Engineers.
That's where those power cleans come into play. That's where those squats come into play. That lower body strength did a great job slipping off that tackle and picking up the first. That defender has to make that play one-on-one. That's a stop right there. You're getting off the field on third downs. But, again, credit the running back for making the play.
Vaughn Scott, the sophomore defensive back with the tackle. WPI closing it on midfield. They trail 3-0 here early in the second quarter. There's a bullet over the middle, picked off and intercepted by the Cougars. Inside the 45 to the 40-yard line. was LaRon Dillard, a junior defensive back. An interception, and Kane will have a short field to work with once again.
I'm very impressed with Kane's secondary. They're active, they're aggressive, they're making plays on the football. And so far in this game, early second quarter, they have 2 interceptions off WPI passing attempts. You see right there, pass going over the middle of the field. Defender cut in front of it and made the play, getting the ball back to that offense. Once again, putting the WPI defense on a short field.
11:40 remaining, first half. Kane, a 3-0 lead. App takes the snap. Corridor changes direction, running laterally now, trying to get through inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. I'll say 38.5-yard line, about 2.5 yards on the play.
You see right here, going back to the interception, just sitting in zone coverage, reading the play and undercutting the receiver. If you're the receiver, you can't allow that defender to cross your face, and that's exactly what happened, and he made the interception.
Brian Murtaugh, a Liberty League first-teamer with the tackle. 2nd down and 9. They'll say it was only a gain of 1. Pass to the 30-yard line after the fake handoff to Damian Carter. The catch is made, and Jonathan Schmidt, he's just shy of the first down. They'll say it's a 3rd and short situation right here. Schmidt, the tight end, couldn't get over the marker.
A nice pop pass right there. An accurate throw would have been a big play. At the end of the day, it results into a 9-yard gain.
3rd down and 1. Kane at the WPI 32 with a 3-0 lead on the Maslavi 27-yard field goal. Here's Carter running right through the line, has a lane, 1st down and more, tackled at the 21. That's a gain of 11 on the play.
Yeah, they tell you you have to make your guy miss. If you're the running back, doing a great job making guys miss in traffic, which is really tough to do. Says a lot about his footwork.
Luca Cerasani with the tackle, and they'll give the ball to Carter once again. This time he's stuffed at the 18-yard line, just about 3 yards on that play. Kevin Lynch, the junior defensive back, with the tackle. Kane moving quickly here. 2nd down and 7. App out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, slant right over the middle. Catch made. Touchdown. And Kane has a 9-0 lead.
Excellent throw right there. They caught the defensive back, Sean Murphy, asleep in coverage, thinking it was a run play. He slow played it and let the receiver cross his face for the touchdown.
Matt Lipperini with the touchdown reception. And the Cougars have made it a 2-score game with 10:08 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, that's what peeking in the backfield gets you. You get caught asleep in coverage, and you give up a big play for your defense.
Moslavi on to attempt the extra point. Snap is clean. Pressure coming. The kick is good. And Kane has a 10-0 lead. What impressed you most about that drive?
Well, it's the fact that being able to capitalize on opponents' mistakes. We saw this on the opening kickoff. Kane got the fumble recovery, turned it into points. And we saw WPI make some plays as well, but they weren't able to convert offensively and get points out of anything. So you see Kane coming back with another chance, making moves down the field with the passing game, utilizing the running game. You see right there the fake handoff, pop pass. They came to this earlier with the tight end. They come back to it with the receiver, and they're making plays for their defense. They're giving their defense a rest, giving their offense a chance to find their rhythm, and that's why they're up 10-0.
Julian Ayala will kick off. Back for WPI is Alex Domond. And Kane leads by 2 scores, 10-0. 10:08 remaining here in the first half of the ECAC President's Bowl. Both teams at 7-3 on the season. Ayala with a low line drive. Domond has to race to get it on the bounce. It's a live ball. We'll see what he can do with it. And he's gang tackled in a hurry. That took a very low bounce. Domond had to get it because it is a live ball. Anybody can get it there. And Domond is brought down just outside the 15-yard line. Let's call it the 16. We'll say the 17. It's a 1st down and 10 with 10:03 remaining.
Yeah, Kane is just playing on another level right now defensively. Their aggressiveness is on full display, whether it's special teams, whether it's the defensive line, the linebackers, the secondary. Every level is being very aggressive. They're sound, and that's why they're really closing out this offense of WPI.
2 receivers left, 1 right. 1st down and 10 for WPI. They trail 10-0. Here's the handoff. Grasses. He'll run it to the near side on the sweep. Hit hard. Just outside the 20-yard line. We'll say the 21-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, and they're trying to get Grasses going, but you have to credit Kane's defense. And Grasses is a tremendous player. He's one of those guys that, he's going to be a volume carrier. He's going to be a guy that's going to get a lot of carries, and maybe that 15th carry is when he'll break free. but he needs a lot of help from his offensive line. These guys have to start opening up holes for him to run through.
David Coleman Jr., New Jersey Athletic Conference honorary selection, made the tackle there on a 2nd down and 6. They go to Grassis to the left side this time. He's tough to bring down, but Kane brings several defenders in on him. Not much of a gain on the play, maybe one, so it brings up a 3rd down.
And when you're pulling your offensive lineman, you're trying to beat the defense and outnumber the defense at the point of attack. And that pulling guard has to get around that corner pretty quickly. Right now, he's a little bit slow as far as pulling, and that's inviting penetration from this defensive Kane, which is why they're able to bottle up this running game.
9:27 remaining after the tackle by David Coleman Jr. A Maslavi 27-yard field goal and a Lipperini touchdown reception. That's the difference with 9:15 remaining here in the first half. Eckler out of a shotgun, 3 receivers stacked to the left. Looks right, deep down the field. Pass out of the reach of Brandon Ecker, leading wide receiver for this WPI team with 7 touchdowns on the year. Eckler going to Ecker for the home run ball that time, just a little bit out of his reach, 4th and 5.
Yeah, David Jimerson II did a great job on that play, and I like the size in the secondary. Jimerson is a guy that's 6 feet, 195. We also talked about Austin Davis, 5'11", 190. Guy that made the interception early on was 5'10", 5'11", 206, LaRon Dillard. So great size in the secondary, and they're matching up well for the WP versus the WPI receivers.
4th and 5 from the 22. Bursey to punt. Corridor back. This one's going to drive him way back. It's over his head. It's going to take a WPI bounce, but Corridor is going to race out, running laterally. Doesn't have much, trying to make something happen, and he's tackled from behind. Just outside the 20-yard line at the 22. That was a nice kick there by Blaine Bursey.
Usually those plays don't work out in your favor, but it looks like we may have a block in the back, too, as well.
Yeah. And a man is down for WPI as well. So with that said, we'll tell you about Max's Pizza, which is simply the best and has been catering to the Bristol area since 1976. They're located at 79 Shuttle Meadow Avenue in New Britain, 225 Stafford Road in Burlington, and 108 Stafford Road in Bristol. The New Britain location is in a great area. And good news, Central Connecticut students, they accept the Blue Chip card. Please visit any of their locations throughout the weekend and to mention you're in attendance at the ECAC Football Championships for a special offer. Oh, penalty against Kane. It's going to move them back after that terrific punt.
Yeah, block in the back. Again, get to every time on a punt return. You almost expect it nowadays. If a guy makes the first guy miss, it had to be a block in the back. So now you have backed up offense. You have a team that doesn't throw the football extremely well. If you're WPI, you may want to send pressure here and try to force the issue.
1st down and 10. Kane pinned it back at his own 10-yard line, but they lead this game 10-0. App, who's a threat to run, will tuck it and take it himself, corralled at the 14-yard line, a gain of 4. App is a threat to run. We've talked about his passing prowess, but Emory this season, he's rushed for 429 yards. He averages 43 yards per game and has 5 touchdowns as a runner.
Exactly. It's not the fact that he's, let's say, Michael Vick, but it's the fact that he does enough to where you have to honor his ability to run the football.
2nd and 6, Kane at its own 14-yard line. They have a 10-0 lead. Here's the handoff on 2nd down up to the 18-yard line. Kyrie Tyson Jones, a 5'10" running back. That makes it a 3rd down and 2.
Big stop here for WPI if they can get the stop.
Approaching the 8-minute mark here in the first half, Kane with the ball at a 10-0 lead. Handoff, rumbling up to the 20-yard line at that time. Comes out of the pile. Right there, it looked like Carter. We'll say 1st down. Actually, it was Kyrie Tyson Jones, the senior from Newark, who's gotten a healthy dose of carries this year, 382 yards, 3 touchdowns, averaging 38 yards per game. They'll have to reset the play clock to 40. It was at 25. So Tyson Jones in the backfield now. Here's the handoff. Tyson Jones. Plenty of room to run. Outside the 25, up to the 26-yard line. So Kane changing what they're doing here with regard to their running game. We saw Carter for a while. On this drive, it's been Kyrie Tyson-Jones, and he's done pretty well.
He looks more impressive than Carter. He's coming in with a little bit of a spark coming out of the backfield.
Here's the handoff. Tyson-Jones once again. We'll keep going with what works. He's up to the 35-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play, and that's good for a Kane first down. And a man is down for the Cougars. At Papa John's, we know it's the epic moments that make football so great. Well, now here's something epic you can eat. Up your game with our new Epic Meats Pizza, stacked with pepperoni, Italian sausage, meatballs, hickory smoked bacon, and Canadian bacon. Just $12 for a large. Better ingredients, better pizza. PapaJohns.com. Limited time offer. Not valid with any other coupons or discounts. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Additional toppings and taxes extra. Limited time meatball contains ingredients for retention of shape. As a man is down just outside the 25-yard line on a first down and 10 here. I'll try to see who that is. The trainers are huddled around him right now. What do you think of this ball game so far? We talked about the defense earlier on. Has your perspective changed at all?
No, not at all. Both defenses, I think, are playing well. I think when you look at the offense of Kane, it has to be a situation where, okay, we put in the fresh legs with the running back, and he's done a great job moving the football. But now throwing the football, if we have to, can we be efficient? And that's going to be the biggest key for WPI. It's just about sustaining drives. They haven't been able to sustain a drive yet in this ball game. They've already thrown 2 interceptions. So that right there is hurting this football team, and it's wearing down their own defense.
The injured player was an offensive lineman, Justin Rodriguez. 6'3", 290 from Carteret, New Jersey. Terrific offensive lineman, a New Jersey Athletic Conference honorable mention selection. It's a Kane team that's looking for its 4th bowl championship. Their last one came in 2009 when they beat Ursinus. Cougars a first down and 10 at their own 35. They have a 10-0 lead on a Liparini reception and a Moslavi 27-yard field goal. Tyson-Jones ran into a tackler, evades the hit, though, and is able to get out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 on a play. He's getting big chunks of yards early part of these series.
I like the way he's running the football. He's showing shiftiness. He's showing good pad level. He's running behind his pads. He's gaining positive yards. He hasn't lost yards yet, which is always a great thing.
Kevin Lynch with the tackle. 2nd down and 6. App will take it himself out of the option, has room on the sideline, and he's driven out of bounds, but has a first down. So App out of bounds at the 48-yard line. There's a gain of 9, and Kane right now running the ball very successfully.
It's about, it's my coach used to always say, how do you eat an elephant? It's one bite at a time. And that's what you're seeing right here by this offensive Kane. Just slowly working their way down the football field.
Eric LaCroix with the tackle. App will throw over the middle. The catch is made. And Kean University is going to extend their lead. Cougars with the touchdown, 16-0. Kane on top.
It's about effort. It's about want to. And you saw Jonathan Schmidt right there on the touchdown with the pop pass once again. Catching the football, breaking a couple tackles, and outrunning the safety to the end zone.
Schmidt with his 3rd touchdown of the year. Oh, they go with the run, and then they use the tight end to their advantage, and Schmidt takes it to the house, and Kane on top by 16.
And he broke 2 tackles on that run you see right here on the replay, doing a great job again. When you're able to run the football like that, your play-action passing game will be excellent. That's the 2nd time they got beat, WPI did, with that pop pass. This time it ends up being a touchdown to the tight end. Last time it was to the receiver.
Moslavi not to attempt the extra point to make it a 3-score game. Kick drives right through, and it's 17-0 Cougars over the Engineers.
Yeah, and you look at the Engineers and what they can do to respond. They have to, again, sustain a drive. Their defense, that was a tired defense out there on this drive, and you saw what the end result was. Going back to the touchdown play, nice zone fake. The pop pass is always there. When you're able to run the football effectively, the guy that's responsible for the tight end gets caught looking in the backfield. He gets caught cheating to try to stop the run, leaves the tight end wide open, and great job by Schmidt breaking 2 tackles, getting to the end zone.
Ayala will kick off. Alex DeMond to return for WPI. So WPI right now is in a hole here with 6:29 remaining in the opening half.
And you're down 17 points, but you have to look at it like, okay, we're down 3 plays. You only need 3 plays. You can't get a 17-point touchdown. So try to break it down into sections like, okay, we need 1 play to get us back in. 2 more plays could help tie or take the lead. So you're down 3 plays, not 17 points is how they should look at it.
Ayala with a short kick, fielded by Domond outside the 10. Trying to get out to the sideline, now cuts back in, and he's tackled at the 27-yard line. And that's where WPI will start this drive. Corvius Campus Living is proud to be a premier partner of the ECAC. Corvius Campus Living strives to provide universities across the country with superior campus solutions and providing ECAC member schools with the opportunity to build a dynamic campus environment that all students, fans, and alumni can be proud of.
Ideally for WPI, you want to come out on this drive and use up that entire 6 minute 22 seconds and come away with points right here.
Jumbo set here for the Engineers. Grasses will take it, and he's stuffed. Nothing for him. Brought down at the 29. I guess we'll say he was able to get a yard out of it. I guess that speaks to his strength more than anything else. But Zach Grasses, who's averaged 89 yards per game this year, has been shut down in this one so far.
And they've tried many different ways to get him going. They've tried direct handoffs. They've tried the single wing power. They've tried just zone read, and nothing has worked. Again, that offensive line has to do their part to make sure the running back has success.
Hungerford with the tackle. Trips left, receiver right, out of a shotgun, Eckler. Thrown for 15 touchdown passes this year. Fakes the handoff to Grasses. Pass is almost picked off. Cutting it off there was David Coleman Jr. However, WPI manages to get a completion out of it. And that will move the chains. First down for the Engineers that time. See who it was, Ian McMullen with the reception.
And great job by him breaking the tackle and getting the first down. This is what you want to see. Positive plays being put together. That's 2 times in a row. They were able to put together positive plays, and now they have a first down. This is what you want to see from this offense on this drive.
3 receivers right, including Middleton and Damond. First down at 10. WPI at its own 38. Here's Grasses. Driven down at the line of scrimmage. Drives his legs maybe for a yard or 2. Gets up to the, 40-yard line, so they'll say a second down and 8, 2 yards.
And that's okay for Grasses. That's a positive play. Again, you just want to keep the chains moving, chew up some of the clock, try to find your comfort level offensively, and you're starting to see now that they're able to move the football with ease. They had a pass, they had a couple of good runs, and now they're in business.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Eckler takes the snap. Here comes the pressure. Tries to slither out of it, but unable to do so as he's sacked back at the 36-yard line.
Again, I would probably scrap these half rollouts versus an aggressive defense because all they're doing is shrinking the field for Eckler, and he's having problems trying to find the open man. But again, credit Kane's defense, just being aggressive. That right there was number 29 blowing up that play. Aldrich Jean-Pierre doing a great job from the linebacker position, 6 feet 240, a junior.
Roger Riera there as well. Third down and 12, WPI at its own 36-yard line. We approach the 4-minute mark. Engineers trailing 17-0. Eckler out of the shotgun, 2-back set, takes the snap, throws it out to the left side. The catch is made out on the left sideline. That time it was Liam Coden, who we've seen a couple of times today, but he's well shy of the first down. So that's a 4th down and long for the Engineers. They'll have to punt.
I think those plays right there are better for Eckler. Your flat plays, instead of rolling him out, just allow him to throw to the flat without putting him over that way. I think that's how they can have some success in the passing game. But we did see some positives coming from this offense on this drive. Now they put their defense, they give their defense a bit of a breather. But can they, again, sustain an offensive drive? That's going to be the biggest key for the rest of this game.
Bursey to punt, Carter to return on a 4th down and 8, WPI at its own 40-yard line. Clean snap, not much pressure. High knuckleball kick. It's a good kick. Carter waits for the fair catch. That's a live ball. WPI racing after it, and they'll bring it right into the, well, let's see. He waited for a fair catch. The question is, did he touch it? No, he didn't touch it. So it's going to go to the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So WPI will start from the 20.
Yeah, Kane dodged the bullet right there because it looked as if he touched the football. And they're talking about it. Maybe he did touch it,
well,
and that would be WPI's football. Because on a replay, as you see, it looks as if he touched the football. But if he did, great acting job by the returner getting away from it as if he didn't.
All the officials conferring at the goal line right now. Let's see what they say. That looked awfully close.
It really was close. Now the question is, do you down it at the 1 or do you give him the full touchback? That is probably what they're also discussing.
Oh, Kane comes out. Let's take a look.
Yeah, they say he was down at the 1. It's tough to say if he touched it or not, but they did down the football right there, 1-2. Got 2 steps, and his momentum carried them in.
So that's what it was. That's what it was. Now, if the fair catch was called for and the return man touched it and the ball goes into the end zone and WPI were to get it, then it would be a touchdown for WPI. But the return man never touched the ball, and it was down at the 1, so Kane will start deep in its own territory, first down and 10 at the 1. So App, halfway into his end zone, out of the shotgun, takes the snap. They'll go back to Corridor up to the 3-yard line, gain of 2, inside the 3-minute mark remaining. Here in the opening half, Kane 17, WPI nothing.
And this is where being one-dimensional can hurt you because teams know you're not going to throw the football, so they're going to play extra aggressive in trying to get that back stopped in the backfield for a safety.
Murtaugh with the tackle. Second down, they'll say it's just a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9 from the 2. App takes the snap, pump fake, now throws a slant out to the sideline, and the catch is made. Out of the sideline, Jonathan Schmidt, the tight end, who has a touchdown reception in this game. He makes the play. First down, Kane, so they'll move the chains with 2:24 left to go. Both teams with 3 timeouts left.
And Schmidt is doing a great job getting open, finding the football, and catching the football. Great job so far by him.
App will throw on first down. Looking downfield, has a man intended for Schmidt, just out of his reach. On the coverage for WPI was Eric Schroeder. Actually, it was Eric LaCroix, excuse me. It's a second down and 10 with 2:13 remaining in the half.
And what they're doing now with their passing game, just trying to loosen up the box a little bit for their running game. So those 2 passes will lead you to believe that they're going to run the football now on this play.
Here's the handoff. It's Corridor. Has all the room to run outside the 40-yard line, tackled at the 41. Gain of 24 yards on the play, and that's a Cougars first down.
And that's where the balance comes into play. One hand washes the other. The passing game opened up a little bit of holes right there on the inside for Corridor, who did a great job plowing through that and breaking a couple of arm tackles.
Sean Murphy and Jake Brown with the tackle. Kane moving here, first and 10 from their own 42. App takes the snap in the pocket. He'll dance out, being chased. Flag comes in at the 32-yard line. App holds it, and he's out of bounds at the 49-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play, pending the flag. Well, it's going to be a hold on Kane. A 10-yard penalty. We'll do the first down over again.
Yeah, when you get a mobile quarterback back there rolling out, the offensive line, they don't know where he is back there in the pocket, so it's tough to say, okay, I'm going to hold my guy here or there. The defensive player can see where the quarterback is, and that's how you get holding penalties on the offensive line. When you have a mobile quarterback, you saw right there, left tackle held the guy, kept him from getting App on the play.
Now they'll move it back to the 32-yard line. First down and 20. App takes the snap, hanging in, pressure coming, throws it deep, deep, deep over the middle of the field. Pass broken up. It was intended for Taj Hammering. Broken up by Colin Saunders, defensive back, so it's second and 20.
And a lot of times great plays get nullified by greater plays, and I think that was a greater play by the defender. Great throw, by the way, by App. That's one of the few times going deep down the field it was an accurate pass, but the defender made a greater play to get the pass breakup.
Saunders, the freshman from Westwood, New Jersey. Second down at 20. Kane at its own 32-yard line. Carter slithers through the line and gets up to the 39-yard line. Westwood, New Jersey. That's close to Emory Hunt territory.
Right. Near and dear to my heart. And you saw a lot of him play high school football. He's a tremendous player, and it's no surprise that he's out here doing great things for Kane.
Into the game now is Kyrie Tyson-Jones, who we've seen a lot of this game. He's the tailback for the Cougars. Third down and 13 for Kane at their own 39. Here's a 5-step drop. App being chased out of the pocket. On the run, he'll take it himself, crossing the 45 up to midfield. Hit hard, and he's into WPI territory. Let's see where he stepped out of bounds. They'll say He stepped out of bounds at the 49. He needed to reach the 48, and he's a yard shy of the first down.
What's interesting is that they had the screen set up perfectly, but App chose not to throw it. You see right there, they were setting up the screen. It was there for the taking. He bailed out the opposite way and came up 1 yard short for the first down, which makes it 4th and 1 on a 49.
Man down for WPI. Can't exactly see. It looks like a 9 and an 8 from here. Edward Giles is number 98. It is. And he'll be helped off, walking gingerly. So it's a 4th down and 1 here for Kane. With 54 seconds remaining in the first half. Keep in mind, both teams have 3 timeouts here. Kane has a 17-0 lead.
Definitely need to stop right here, whether or not they're going for it or punting the football. But if you're WPI and you're getting the football back with 3 timeouts, less than a minute to go in the half, you have an opportunity to make a play to get at least a field goal. Remember, you only need 3 plays to get back in this ball game. This is your opportunity to get 1.
Verlisi to punt, Eckert to return, 4th down and 1. Kane at the WPI 49-yard line. Fake punt. And Kane unable to convert. David Jimerson unable to get across that first down marker. So at midfield, Kane trying to run the fake punt right there. Unable to do so. Stuffed by Sean Murphy of WPI. And now the Engineers get the ball back with good field position. 48 seconds left and 3 timeouts.
They tried to run a fake punt counter. Great design, by the way. I love that design, but in that situation, they didn't have to. Great defensive awareness by WPI getting the stop. Now you put them in even greater position to get that 1 play I talked about.
1st and 10 for WPI. They trailed 17-0. Eckler out of the pocket. Doesn't have much. And sacked from behind. Just outside the 45-yard line. Taken down at the 46-yard line. On the play was Tom Winters, the junior defensive lineman. And a timeout called here with 34 seconds left.
Yeah, that play right there almost signified the fact that they may just try to run it and get into the halftime, only down 17. But you can't take a sack in that situation if you're Eckler. You have to find ways to get rid of the football to give your offense a chance to be successful.
Winters is a quarterback's nightmare. 8 sacks coming into this game, leading the New Jersey Athletic Conference. He can give you a lot of pressure from that defensive end position.
Yeah, getting pressure on a quarterback is something that's not new to this defense of Kane. They can apply pressure at every level. We talked about their linebacking core in their secondary. Again, tremendous size in the secondary. And when you have guys back there that are ball hawks, any pressure you get puts those guys in great situation to make plays. Sorry,
Emory, WPI with 2 timeouts left, 34 seconds left to go. They're trailing 17-0. Pass out to the sideline. And the catch is made by Alex Doman at the 44. That's shy of the first down. So this is a WPI offense that averaged 26 points per game during the regular season, 372 yards of total offense. And so far, they haven't scored a point, and they've been held to just 68 total yards of offense here in the first half. 3rd down and 5 for the Engineers. Eckler with 4 receivers, 2 out to each side. Throws it deep down the right sideline. Almost intercepted by David Jimerson II. That was way out of the reach of his nearest intended receiver, and that brings up a 4th down and 5 with 22 seconds left.
Almost was an arm punt right there by Eckler, but you have to find ways, again, to push the football vertically down the field. He expected his receiver to be there. I don't know which one, but he took a shot, almost ended up as an interception. Now with it being 4th down, you still have to get the first down. You don't want to give Kane the football right here on the 45-yard line.
I guess you could say Middleton was the intended receiver there. 22 seconds left in the first half. It's a 4th down and 5 for WPI. Eckler fires over the middle. The catch is made, approaching the 40-yard line, inside the 40-yard line. Ian McMullen with the catch, and that's good for a WPI first down after the tackle by LaRon Dillard.
Smart right there by McMullen to get down and live to play another down. You have 2 timeouts. You take one here, and it adds 15 more yards too with the roughing the passer call right here. So this was a huge play by WPI.
It's a 15-yard penalty. With 13 seconds left, WPI has a legitimate chance at its first scoring opportunity of the game. That will put them inside the 25-yard line at the 23.
Gives you a chance to take at least 1 or 2 shots in the end zone. Now they take a timeout. I was just going to say it gives them an opportunity to take a shot in the end zone, then take a timeout, or run the football a little bit, take a timeout, and get your field goal unit out there.
Blaine Bursey's longest kick this year is 29. That would say that you'd have to get down to about the 12-yard line. Right now, they're at the 23, so you're looking at a 40-yard kick. As once again a timeout called, as Kane has a 17-0 lead.
Yeah, right here they're adding 3 seconds back to the clock. You have 1 timeout or 2 timeouts if you're WPI. You can still run the football. Try to get it a little bit closer for your field goal opportunity. Maybe run 1 play, then come back, throw the football in the end zone to try to take a shot. But you have to remember, if you're Eckler, protect the football. Don't take a sack and don't turn the ball over.
So it's a first down and 10 from the 23-yard line. WPI looking for its first points of the evening. 4 receivers, 2 out to each side. Eckler, the junior, out of the shotgun, takes the snap. He'll throw. No, he'll take it himself right through the middle of the field, evades 1 tackler. As he approaches the 15-yard line, they'll say he's down at the 17.5 with 7 seconds left. And WPI uses its last timeout of the first half.
Yeah, if you want to gamble right here and take a shot in the end zone, you can, but I think they're going to take their field goal unit and put them out there to make the field goal attempt. But you see right there, that's a great call. That's the run play. Trust the quarterback, your mobile quarterback, with the opportunity to get yards as guys drop back in coverage. And they picked up a nice chunk, got them closer for their field goal, who you said is better, from the 12-yard line, maybe around this. This is probably a good piece of his range.
Yeah, well, his longest this year is 29 yards, so you'd need to get to the 12 for him to get within his range. But you're at the end of the first half here. And what's interesting, too, Blaine Bursey is listed as the #1 kicker on the depth chart that we received, but I also saw Spencer Harrington, who's listed as the second-string kicker, taking some deeper kicks and warm-ups. So we'll see. Maybe they go to him right here?
You have to find a way. Who's the best kicker to get you points? That's what they need right here. You don't want to take chances and make a bad throw. Looks like they're bringing their field goal unit out there.
And they're not going to bring out Harrington either. Blake Bursey, the punter, is going to kick right here. It'll be a 35-yard attempt out of the hold of Mitch Salage. WPI looking for its first points of the game. And they'll run a fake. Salage, the wide receiver, throws it back. Ball was dropped on the run as time expires. Brought down in the backfield was Mac Eberhardt, the backup quarterback, and the trickery fails, and the first half comes to an end. Kane with a 17-0 lead.
The football gods paid WPI back for that play call right there, and not to just beat down the play call, but you have to try to come away with points. Great opportunity to get a field goal, get 3 on the board, go in, regroup at halftime, come back out down 2 plays now, but now you back to where you started. You're down 3 plays. And that's just a very tough way to end the half if you're the Engineers.
I agree with that. In a situation like that, you definitely want to come out with something, even if it's only 3. So we'll step aside right here. The score at the half of the President's Bowl, ECAC Division III Bowl Championships. Kane 17, WPI nothing. We'll be back in a few minutes right here on ECACSports.tv.
Corridor will run it this time. Corridor manages to turn the corner, somehow stayed in bounds. He's going down the sideline, tries to cut inside, got a nice block, and he is in for the touchdown.
It is far enough. It's good. Motion. Jones looking to his left, timing play into the corner, and it's intercepted by the Cougars. 15-yard line for the Cougars. As we play overtime. App with the fake. App's got some room there. App can run the football. App inside, touchdown! Cougars!
It looked like it. Yep, it's a touchdown. Touchdown.
And we're back at a root field here at Central Connecticut State University. The score at the half, the Kane Cougars 17, the WPI Engineers nothing. Here in the ECAC Division III Football President's Bowl, Seth Cantor joined by Emory Hudd. And Emory Kane moving the ball in that first half, 270 yards of total offense. And look at the first downs, 14 first downs to 6 for WPI in that first stanza.
And right there, 2 turnovers to 0 is a big key in this ball game, which is why they don't have points on the board. And you can even chalk up a third one with the play to end the first half. I would count that as another turnover.
This is a WPI team that averaged 372 yards per game this year, and in the first half they've been held under 70 at 69. As the big plays in the first, Emory, all Kane.
Yeah, all Kane from the start of the game to where we are right now. Good running the football, and you see this pop pass working to the receiver next to the tight end. So that's the byproduct of being able to run the football effectively. And again, you see right here the Schmidt. That's the first touchdown to the receiver. But this pop pass has been working, and it's, again, like I said before, it's a byproduct of your ability to run the football.
Well, the scoring in that first half, Maslavi, a 27-yard field goal that made it 3-0. Liparini, an 18-yard pass from Charles App. And then Schmidt, a 52-yard reception, which you just saw right there from App. Extra points on both of those touchdowns. We have a 17-0 game. And Schmidt for a tight end. Got a lot of muscle out there and is able to break a couple of tackles on that play. He is very versatile from that tight end position.
Well, he's been doing a great job blocking, so you have to reward him with big plays in the passing game.
As we start the second half, Kane with a 17-0 lead. We open the third quarter. What are your keys for WPI to get back into this ball game here down by 3 scores?
Simply put, sustaining drives offensively. That's the one thing they have to do in this second half. Their defense has played well. If they can't put together maybe a 6 to 8 to 10 play drive and put points up on the board and not get cute, I think they can have a chance to win.
Charles App in the first half, 8 out of 16, 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Receiver out to each side. Tight end Schmidt in motion. 10 seconds going by in the third quarter. App takes the snap. Here's Corridor. Gets through up to the 24-yard line.
And what we saw early in the first half, we saw a defense being aggressive. We saw our defense firing off the football. WPI has to replicate that effort in the second half.
Kevin Lynch with the tackle there. Corridor getting the call. Gets outside of the tackles now. Has a first down out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 15 yards on the play.
And that's not how you replicate that effort in the second half. That was a great job by Corridor, getting the football going downhill and just replacing where the defense wasn't.
Eric LaCroix with the tackle. Has 3 picks on the year. He's been a good player out of the secondary for this WPI team. Change of pace. They go to Kyrie Tyson Jones, who's a bit more of a power back than Corridor is, and gets a handful on first down.
And this is why it's tough if you're a WPI, because they've run the football so well to the fact that you will forget about the tight end, and you see them setting up the pop pass once again to Schmidt.
App takes the snap, rolls out, throws out to the sideline. Diving attempt made by Johnson. Let's see. Was he able to pull it in? Yes, he did. Reception for Kadir Johnson, and it's a first down for Kane.
And that's a new wrinkle to the play. We saw the pop pass to the tight end. We saw it to the tailback. Now they get the corner route going to the receiver on the outside. Great throw by App going down the sideline.
App out of a shotgun. Tyson Jones gets the call. Rumbles. Close to a first down. First down inside the 35, down to the 34-yard line. 8-yard gain on the play. Tyson Jones now north of 30 yards. Damian Carter in the first half ran for 99 yards. Zach Grasses in the first half held to just 16. He averages close to 90 yards per game on the season. And there, the Cougars have a first down.
I really like the way Tyson Jones runs the football. He seems to have a little bit more jets, so to speak, in the running game. Does a great job just exploding in and out of the hole. But both running backs are having excellent days so far.
Eric LaCroix with the tackle. Whistle blows. Flag comes in. Delay of game called as the play clock ran out, so Kane knocked back 5 yards. And penalties in the first half. WPI had 2 for 30, and Kane had 3 for 40. Now, I guess the referee, Tom Mulhitting, said something, but his microphone was meant to be off, and everybody heard it. Kind of like that commercial that you see. Was that a State Farm commercial that you see?
Yeah, it was a State Farm with Aaron Rodgers.
App rolls out near the left sideline, being chased, hit as he throws incomplete.
And he had the tight end Schmidt open on that play. And early in the first half, we saw plays where App would roll out and hold the football even though he had options downfield. Here's a situation where he may not have had an option and still threw it anyway. So if they can find some level of consistency in their passing game outside of the pop pass, they can really pop this game open, pun intended.
Kane, an opportunity to put WPI in a deep hole here. Early moments, third quarter, Kane, a 17-0 lead and driving. App takes the snap. Here's the handoff. It's going to go to Carter, who's stuffed. Might even have lost a couple of yards there. And now it's going to be a third down and long for Kane. They're well outside of field goal range here. About 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter.
Well, good series right here for WPI's defense. Good series of plays. The last 2 plays, a penalty. Now a big play, a big tackle for loss, puts him in a third long situation.
Derek Pacheco led the charge. App will drop back. Here comes the pressure. Pass out to the left sideline. Batted away. Colin Saunders knocked that pass out of the air, and that will bring up a fourth down.
It's a heck of a play by a freshman out there, making a play on the pass, putting the punt team on the field. And this is the type of stop defensively, and we talked about this before, both on and off camera, that their defense has played well. And they came out the second half, got an early stop, got a stop on the first drive. Can their offense do something to put points up on the board?
For Lisi to punt, averaged 31 yards per kick in the first half. Ecker, a return for 5 yards in the first half for WPI. Here comes the pressure. Kick was almost blocked. A knuckleball kick, fair catch called for. It's going to bounce right down near the 2-yard line, and Kane will down it there, and WPI will have a long way to go. They'll start at their own 2.
Well, when it rains, it pours for WPI. None of the luck has bounced their way, or none of the good fortunes have bounced their way. The one thing that has been a great thing for them in this game has been their defense. Can their offensive line get it going? That's been a big issue so far. They haven't been able to move guys off the spot. They haven't been able to get their quarterback time in a pocket. I think that's the big unit that has to play better in the second half.
You don't get the sense that this WPI team is an inferior opponent, but the defense for Kane right now has just been able to take care of business. Here's the handoff. First down, Grasses. He hasn't done much today at all. He just had 16 yards in that first half. Gets a coupler right there. What do you think has been the key in being able to shut him down?
Well, again, they're winning up front. If you're Kane, they're doing a great job. Their defensive line is active, athletic, and just playing with a little bit more want to than the offensive line of WPI. And the reason why this was a great game coming in, they're evenly matched. They do a lot of things similar, but right now, Kane is just out executing WPI.
Hungerford with the tackle on the last play. Eckler will take it himself. Stops at the 5-yard line. Man, got to cross the 5 to the 5.5, but no more than a gain of 2 on the play. They'll say 2, so it's a third down and 6.
Big play right here. I know it's their first drive in the second half, but it's still a big play in this ball game. You want to, again, come out, try to get something going offensively. They have to connect on a pass here to stay on the field and give their defense a rest and let them adjust.
WPI was just 2 of 8 on third downs in the first half. They need to get some better field position here, even if they're going to punt. It's 3rd down and 6 from their own 6. Here comes the pressure. Eckler dumps it off, middle of the field, catch made, Middleton. 1st down and more, out near the 20-yard line to the 22. And that's exactly what WPI needed there, a gain of 16 yards, 1st down.
And that's a great concept right there. What they did was spread the field, ran everyone deep down the field, and ran Middleton on the slow crosser coming across it. He was wide open, and all he had to do right here, as you see, he came in motion, and to come back across the field was to catch and just run for the 1st down. He did just that. Great job moving the sticks for WPI.
David Jimerson with the tackle, had 48 during the regular season. 1st down and 10 for WPI. They're at their own 22. 4 up front for Kean University. Grasses gets the call, met at the line of scrimmage, and pushes maybe for 1. Well, they'll give him a generous spot right there. They'll say 2, so it's a 2nd down and 8.
And I think one way they can get Grasses going, when you have an aggressive defensive line, like you're seeing from Kane, they want to fly up the football field. So you're going to have to go a little bit more misdirection, maybe a trap, maybe a wham block, try to get him inside on an influence play, and that could probably get him going running the football.
Hungerford and Meade made the stop. Eckler taking himself on the option out to the 30-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play. He needed to get to the 32 for a 1st down, so he's 2 yards shy.
But you do like what you're seeing right now. They're stringing together positive plays. Can they sustain this is the biggest question. You see right there, nice zone fake, follow the receiver. Good positive game right there by Eckler.
Steph Lewis with the tackle for Kane out of the linebacking core. 9:28 remaining. 3rd quarter. WPI with the ball. They trail 17-0. Jumbo package now. No receivers out there. Grasses actually takes the snap as the running back, pushing the pile forward. Needed to get to the 32. Got outside the 32. Just by looking at it here without the call at the far linesman, he was ahead of the sticks. And they'll say it's a 1st down for WPI, so they're moving the ball now nicely.
And that was a great individual effort right there by Grasso. You see right there, again, stopped initially, but kept those legs churning to get the 1st down.
Hungerford and Dillard with the tackle. Let's see if WPI can keep this sustained progress moving. 2 receivers out to the left, including Brandon Ecker. 1st down and 10. Engineers at their own 33. They're trailing by 3 scores, though. It's a 17-0 Kane lead. Grasses trying to get outside the tackles across the 35 up to the 37-yard line, a gain of 4 on 1st down.
And positivity tends to spread throughout the course of your team. And when you see these guys putting together positive plays in a row, you're starting to see them move the football. This drive started at their 2-yard line, and now we see them out in front, maybe at the 37-yard line. This is the confidence that they need. Now imagine if going into the half they kick the field goal. This would be an opportunity to get their 2nd play out of 3 that they need to tie this football game.
Steph Lewis with that last stunt, the linebacker, a New Jersey Athletic Conference honorable mention selection. 2nd down and 6 for the Engineers. Pass batted down at the line of scrimmage. Racing in to defend that pass was Tom Winters, the defensive lineman. It was headed out towards the right sideline, and that brings up a 3rd down at 6.
Now, he's a really good athlete, 6'3", 240, a junior, getting his hands up, getting up high to knock that ball down. You see right here on the replay, reading the quarterback entirely, batted the ball down, prevented a big play that was set up pretty nicely here on the far side, on the near side.
So WPI, 4 of 10 on 3rd down conversions in this game. It's a 3rd down at 6. They're at their own 37-yard line. Ecker out to the left, 3 receivers, near side right, including Marcus Middleton. 3-step drop, forced out of the pocket. Eckler, pass intercepted by the Cougars, taken by David Coleman Jr. out near the right sideline, headed for the end zone. Touchdown!
You talk about a ill-advised throw. Everyone was covered. You had nowhere to go with the football. Either throw it away or throw it deep down the field incomplete. You throw it right to the defender who brings it all the way back for a touchdown. Not exactly what I meant by getting points up on the board, not for the other team.
Right over the middle as we take a look. David Coleman Jr. with the pick six, and Kane has a 23-0 lead inside the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter.
And you just add him to another long list of great defensive backs here for the Cougars that have ball skills. We've seen 3 interceptions so far in this game, 1 going back for a touchdown. All 3 I thought were great defensive plays, and it's no surprise that Kane is dominating this football game right now.
Well, Slothy with his 3rd extra point of the game, and Kane has a 24-0 lead.
Go back to that replay. You just see the guy waiting. Eckler is waiting, but the defender did a great job crossing the face of the receiver. That's been the theme in the first game, and now in the second game, guys allowing defenders and receivers to cross their face and making plays on the football. If you're a defensive back, you do that. You pick that ball off, and you saw he had nothing but I-84 West going toward the end zone.
Oh, Eckler, the one blemish with him this year is the fact that his touchdown to interception ratio isn't terrific. Coming into this one, 15 touchdowns, 12 picks now, 15 touchdowns and 14 picks. And WPI now in a major hole. They trail it by a score of 24-0. Back deep for WPI is Alex Demond. Short kick. Demond will take it from the 20 out to the 30-yard line and driven back. They'll say he was down at the 30, and the tackle for Kane came from Modwell Brown. View Sport is an innovative fitness apparel line focused on motivated athletes, sports teams, and others looking to get the most from their fitness and training efforts. When an athlete exercises, the patent-pending View Sport sweat-activated technology reveals a design that is only apparent once sweat comes in contact with the fabric. The heart of the wearer works, but more visible the image. The shirt works if you do.
Well, if you're Eckler, you have to come out and have short memory. Forget what just happened. Come out, continue to move the football like you were doing, just to avoid the bad play.
Grasses takes the snap, looking to be shifty, and he's dropped back outside of the 30-yard line at the 28, a loss of 2 on the play. He continues to struggle.
Yeah, that ground game is not working right now at all for WPI. And if you're the Engineers, you have to rely on Eckler, and that's how you're going to get back in this game. You have to make plays throwing the football down the field. The short passing game has worked, but Eckler has to protect the football. The running game right now is not effective or ineffective. They have to do a better job in trying to generate plays out the passing game.
Ulrich Jean-Pierre with the tackle. Handoff to Grasses. Doesn't get anything. In fact, he's dropped for a loss again. Now Grasses and his WPI running game going in the wrong direction, so that makes it a 3rd down and long.
Yeah, and this is tough to be in if you're a coach, because you're looking at, okay, how can I get my young quarterback, get his confidence up? How can we move the football when he has struggled throwing the football and we can't run, we can't really pass protect? What can we do? But you just have to put faith in the guy that you have out there as your starter to make a play. They have an opportunity up at the top to go one-on-one. Can they take advantage of that?
Robert Mead the third with that tackle. 3rd and 13 for WPI. Eckler takes the snap. Deep drop being chased. Pass is caught at the 30-yard line. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Looked like he threw to one of his offensive linemen, ineligible man. That was Paul DeMarco.
But you have to credit the offensive lineman for catching it at least. You know, he showed some great hands right there catching the football. But it's been that type of night for the Engineers.
And here's Tom Mulhenny. Well, the penalty will be declined, and that will bring up 4th down.
I mean, you know, when all else fails, find somebody else to get you the football. And offensive lineman caught it. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to work that play in the offense later on in the ball game. You know.
Maybe he goes to the NFL and becomes a tackle eligible.
Hey, you never know. We've seen the big 400-pound tight end for Baylor, right? So
nice hands on a 4th down and 13. High spiraling deep kicks. That's going to drive Carter back to the 15-yard line. Out to the 20. Carter to the 25. Crossing the 30-yard line and driven out of bounds right there. What a kick by Blaine Bursey.
And he outkicked his coverage on that one because he got a great return by Carter. And the one thing you want to do on a punt return, the biggest key is to make that first guy miss, and that's normally the long snapper or the gunner. Make that first guy miss, and you have a lot of room to run. You see right here on the replay, excellent punt. Again, outkicked the coverage, so it gave the returner an opportunity to make that guy miss as he did right there. So that's exactly what you want to do.
5:38 remaining here in the third quarter. Kane all over WPI, 24-0. Corridor takes the handoff up to the 39-yard line. There's a gain of 5 on the play.
And now if you're Kane, you can just start to take the air out of the football, which is what they've done all game long, just running the football and being dominant up front. I think they can continue to do that and shrink this ball game.
Eric LaCroix with the tackle. On second down, they go to Corridor again. He has the first down out near midfield. Tackled at the 49-yard line, a 10-yard gain on the play. Now, Corridor now north of the 100 yards for the game.
Yeah, and their interior offensive line is doing a well of a job. Those guards, that center is doing an excellent job in clearing space. They're running downhill with effectiveness.
Tyson Jones now gets the call. He's a nice change of pace back. Corridor's more of a scat back, but Kyrie Tyson Jones runs with a little more power.
Has a little bit more power, a little bit more stop and start. His suddenness is impressive. I've been impressed with the minimal carries he's gotten in his game, but he's maximized those carries. Both backs have done a great job tonight running the football.
Second down at 8. App will keep it himself on the option. Crosses midfield. Inside the 45, the flag comes in at the 48-yard line. Well, App made it down. 44. Let's see what this flag is. As you'd expect there, holding, 10-yard penalty.
Well, if you're Kane, it doesn't matter to you because you have a 24-0 lead midway through toward the end of the third quarter. Your offense is run-based anyway, so all you're doing is shrinking the ball game and making it tougher for WPI to come back.
So that makes it a second down at 18 for Kane. 3-4 defense for WPI. Handoff goes to Kyrie Tyson Jones. Gain of a couple of yards on the play. Makes it a third down and long.
I think they run it once again here. I don't think they get too fancy and put the ball in the air. You want to make it work for your offense.
Kane with a 24-0 lead. App chased out of the pocket. He's going to throw out to the sideline, in and out of the hands of Jonathan Schmidt. If he reeled it in, it would have been a first down. Looked like it was a little out of his reach, so it's a fourth down at 14 inside the 4-minute mark. Third quarter, Kane 24, WPI nothing.
And that was an excellent touch throw by App. We've seen him throw this corner route with effectiveness. This was the play before, but we've seen him throw that corner route with touch, and this time nearly a completion to the tight end, like you mentioned, would have been a first down. But that was a great throw.
Oh, man down for WPI. Peter Salem being attended to right now.
Here's a replay right there. Nice little rollout. Dumping the ball over the shoulder. You have to make that catch if you're the tight end.
Well, Salem will hobble off the field. And that brings up a fourth down at 14 for Kane. This started in the first quarter with a Moslavi 27-yard field goal, made it 3-0. Then Liparidi, an 18-yard touchdown reception from Charles App. Schmidt, a 52-yard reception from Charles App. And David Colbert, a 42-yard interception return off of Eckler. And the score 24-0 Kane with 3:57 remaining here in the third quarter. Now for Lisi will punt. Ecker back to receive at the 20. Almost blocked, end over end kick. Ecker fields it at the 27-yard line, escapes a tackle across the 30, pushes his way up close to the 35-yard line. They'll say the 35, and that's where WPI will start, down by 24 points. 3:45 on a cold, windy night. Temperature in the mid-40s here at a root field at Central Connecticut State University. Seth Cantor and Emory Hunt with you, the ECAC Division III President's Bowl.
Nearly got that block right there, which would have been huge for this football team. This is the other aspect of the game where they have to have some success. Special teams. They have to find a way to generate something for their offense with this special teams department, and they haven't done so far.
WPI down 24-0. Eckler takes the snap. Play action. He'll roll. Middleton headed deep down the right sideline. Here's the throw. Middleton one-on-one with the defensive back. Middleton makes the catch. The question is, was he in bounds? Nope, he was out of bounds. Terrific coverage. Going step for step for him was David Coleman, who had the pick earlier on.
Yeah, great coverage right there. Making the sideline his extra defender. He walled off the receiver, Middleton, on that route. If you're Middleton, you got to push vertically up the field. Give yourself some room on the sideline. Right now, he just ran straight down the sideline, and all the defender had to do was just continue to wall him off and push him out of bounds.
2nd and 10 for WPI. Their offense has been shut down tonight. They've averaged 372 yards per game of total offense this year. And they haven't been able to muster much, just 103 yards of offense in this game. 2nd and 10, late pitch, nothing. Across the 35 to the 36-yard line. For the Engineers, they dumped it off. It looked like number 87, Liam Coden, the wide receiver, who we've seen on a few occasions. And they'll say he got a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and long.
And that's just an athletic play once again by Tom Winters, a guy that did a great job reading both the quarterback and the tight end. They tried to run that tight end shovel pass. It was an option play. He had the pitch or the shovel. He stayed in between the tight end and the quarterback and made the play.
Middleton in motion on a 3rd down and 9. WPI 4 of 12 on 3rd downs in this game. Eckler will roll out, being pressured, trying to get out of a sack, throws a bullet over the middle. Pass deflected and caught by the Engineers. 1st down, WPI at the 50-yard line.
And sometimes it pays to be lucky than good on that play. Nearly was a sack, got out of the sack, got it to the receiver, who took 2 shots on that play, but he caught the football. He moved the sticks by any means necessary, right? Getting the offense on the plus side of the 50.
Alex Domond in the right place at the right time. Right at midfield. 2.5 minutes remaining. 3rd quarter. WPI driving, but they trail 24-0. A lot of work to do. Eckler out of the shotgun. Trips right. Here's the snap. Grasses off tackle. Right side. Sizable gain. Across the 45. Down to the 43-yard line. 7-yard gain on the play.
That's probably the best job the offensive line did right there, opening up the hole for getting him an opportunity to pick up 7 yards on 1st down. Now you're moving with big plays, and this is something that they have to get going. Try to get a score before the quarter ends.
2 receivers left, including Domond and Middleton. Now a 3rd one out to the left as well. Receiver tight right. Option up the middle. Eckler gets very little. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play, 3rd down.
Yeah, Hungerford did a great job staying at home. Those defensive ends, Hungerford and Winters, have done a great job reading this option. There's no zone fake. There's no being fooled by the pitch or anything. They're staying home, staying gap sound, and making plays at the line of scrimmage. Great job. Beat the block, the down block by the offensive lineman, and made the play on the quarterback.
WPI 5 of 13, 38% on 3rd downs in the game. 3rd and 3, Engineers at the 43 of Kane. They'll go to Grasses. Along the hash marks, has a 1st down, taken down close to the 25-yard line. Well, they'll say he's down at the 27-yard line, a gain of 16 on the play. 1st down, Engineers.
And Grasses is starting to find that groove now. He has a little bit more pep in his step. They ran to the right side 2 times on his drive, and both resulted in big plays. So maybe they found something in their adjustments. This is why you have to sustain drives. You start to find things offensively that you can do well. Now, what they can do to counter it, coming down the middle, you have 1 safety back deep. Take a shot to the end zone.
3 receivers left. Eckler rolling out. Chase from behind and sacked. Starting it off for Kane was Darren Hungerford. And coming in to help out was Tom Winters, and that's a loss on the play with 37 seconds remaining in the 3rd.
As a junior, you want Eckler to understand that, hey, it's taken away. Throw the football away. Right there, you can't take a sack in that situation because now you find yourself 2nd and 18 on the 35. That's a bad play. That's almost like a turnover right there for WPI, how hard they've worked to get to this point to only take a step back with the sack. It's tough.
Well, this looks to be the last play of the 3rd quarter unless a pass is thrown and it's incomplete. 9 seconds left in the 3rd. WPI trailing 24-0. Here's the handoff. Grasses running with a head of steam, and he's tackled at the 32-yard line, let's say, gain of 3 on the play, and that will conclude matters in the third quarter. WPI, their best offensive drive of this game, but they have a lot of work to do. They trail by 24 points. We'll see if they can muster a comeback here at a Root Field in the President's Bowl. Division III football here on ECAC Sports.tv. We're back at a Root Field as we go to the fourth quarter. WPI trailing 24-0. They have a 3rd down and 16 at the Kane 32-yard line.
You still have an opportunity to make plays to tie this ball game. You're still in this ball game, but you need to make those things happen for you positively on this drive.
It's 3 scores with 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. Eckler takes the snap. Here's Grasses rumbling through the middle across the 25 to the 24-yard line. This is the best we've seen from Grasses here tonight.
Excellent. Really good job. The last 3 carries have been over 7 yards. So he's getting in a groove, and you want to see him continue. But now they're at the point where they have to throw the football to get ahead.
Robert Mead III with the tackle. I spoke with a couple of folks who know Liberty League football, and they talked about Zach Grasses. One of them was James Baker, who hosts a show called In the Huddle. Had Rusty Egan, the SID Sports Information Director for WPI, and they said he's built like a bulldozer, and that's really what we've seen over the course of the last few handoffs. Grass is starting to pick it up now. It's a 4th down and 8, though. Nearly a minute in, fourth quarter, WPI trailing by 24. Eckler fires it deep down the right sideline. Nobody even close. I don't see a flag on the play. WPI gives it up on downs. There was nobody within about 10, 15 yards of that ball.
Yeah, it looked like the miscommunication happened between the receiver and quarterback. Receiver ran the deep out route at the sticks. Quarterback threw the corner, and you see up at the top of the screen, you're going to watch the receiver run the out route for the first down. Quarterback thought he was going deeper, threw the flag, and it ended up being incomplete.
Now Kane with a comfortable lead, 24-0. Nearly a minute gone by in the fourth quarter. Tyson Jones up to the 33-yard line. Now, Kyrie Tyson Jones has had a nice game. Seen a lot of Damian Carter. Of course, he's north of 100 yards, and Kyrie Tyson Jones climbing the score sheet right here. A 9-yard gain makes it a 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, he runs with a lot of suddenness. I like the way he runs.
Zonfrelli made the stop. Here's Carter. Around the line, across the 40, flag comes in. He stopped at the 42-yard line, a gain of 9 yards on the play, but a flag comes in at the 36.
Getting the receiver involved in a play right there, Lipperini.
Oh, it's a 10-yard penalty, so that will back Kane up on the hold. The flag was thrown at the 36-yard line. So that will move them back to the 26. They need to get to the 34. Now it's a 2nd down and 8. App will throw, being chased, evades the sack, looking towards the left sideline, takes it himself, close to the 1st down marker. I'm not sure if he got it. I think he's a little short, maybe a yard or two. Nonetheless, nice rebound on that 2nd down play, so it's a 3rd down and short.
And you talk about a heady play by App right there, spinning out of the sack at the last possible minute, fooling the defender, giving himself room to get that big gain on the ground.
Kevin Lynch with the stop, so it's a 3rd down and 2. Kane at their own 32. They lead at 24-0. Just over 2 minutes gone by. App takes it himself, running out of room, and he won't have the 1st down. Well, he stopped at the 31-yard line. So that's actually a loss of a yard, and Kane will have to punt.
Yeah, there's no quit from the Engineers defense. They played their butts off this entire football game at every level. D-line, linebacker, secondary. They've done a great job. They're not quitting. They're still trying to win.
Edward Giles with the stop. So it's a 4th down and 3 yards. Ecker back to return to kick. Ferlisi on to punt. 12:25 remaining here in the 4th quarter from a Root Field. ECAC President's Bowl Championship. Kane with a 24-0 lead. There's a high boomer of a kick by Ferlisi. That'll drive Ecker back at the 15-yard line. Ecker across the 20 to the 25, and he stopped right there. So a return of about 10 yards for Ecker. WPI will start in their own territory, down by 24 points. Florida Graphic Services is a wholesale large format digital printing company founded in 2003 and housed at our 30,000 square foot climate controlled production facility. FGS is a leading manufacturer of corporate and special event promotional materials. Our services include, but are not limited to, graphic design, athletic graphics, custom printing, and custom installation. Please visit us online at fgs2.com. First down and 10 for WPI at their own 26, trailing 24-0. Again, it's a 3-score game with 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. Eckler out to the flat, catch made across the 30, up to the 35, to the 40-yard line. Looked like Brian Marsh, a running back, making the play, and that's good for an Engineers first down.
It's a nice opportunity to open up the drive right there with a slow screen, a swing screen we like to call it, getting those offensive linemen out on the perimeter, dumping it off to the back where he has that momentum to run the football. After he catches it, he did just that, picking up the first down.
3 receivers near side, including Middleton and Damad, one out to the right as well. Here's the handoff, and not much there. Well, they go to Brian Marsh now, the senior running back, who's getting some time.
And fresh legs usually helps you out offensively, especially in the backfield, so we'll see what he has on the ground. We saw his ability catching the football and getting up the field. Can he bring the same type of burst and enthusiasm in running inside?
Hungerford with the tackle. Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 for the Engineers. Kane stacking the line. Eckler being pressured deep down the left sideline. Middleton unable to make the play. Looked like it was underthrown. Middleton wants a flag. There was contact with LaRon Dillard. I'll say this. If anything, it looked like Middleton initiated the contact with Dillard, the defensive back. So I think he caught a break for not being flagged for a pass interference call.
Absolutely. The referee's letting those guys play right there.
And what they'll call is a chop block on WPI.
Again, your self-inflicted wounds will kill you every time. You see right here on the replay, if we can catch the chop block, but tough to see where it was. But you see the throw downfield. You're right, Middleton initiated that contact, and good no call down the field by the refs.
Well, that chop block moves WPI back 15 yards. Not what you want when you're down 24-0 with 11:03 remaining in the 4th quarter. So that backs them up to the 21-yard line on a 2nd down and long. Eckler out of the shotgun with Middleton in motion. They need to reach the Kane 48 for a first down. Eckler takes the snap, pressure coming, catch made over the middle, and a hard hit. Middleton was dropped, and a flag comes in right at the 24-yard line.
They may get him for taunting, but I thought that was a great hit. If I'm the receiver, I'm going back to the huddle and asking Eckler, why would you throw me the football, seeing the linebacker standing right there, setting me up for the kill? But great hit, great job by the receiver to hold on to the football, but I think it may be taunting, and I think that's what they called for Kane getting up, going over the receiver and talking some trash after he knocked him on the ground.
Oh, that moves WPI up 15 yards.
You see the receiver. The play was set up perfectly, but, again, great read by the defensive back, and that was Vaughn Scott, who's played a great game. I mean, that was a big-time hit.
Well, it's an automatic first down after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. 10:45 remaining here in the 4th quarter. WPI with work to do. Eckler with Middleton in motion on a first down and 10. Eckler takes the snap, rolls out, Here's some pressure, airs it out, deep down the left sideline, in and out of the hands.
Once again, you have Mr. Scott getting over top of that play, making the play. I'm sorry, Austin Davis getting over top and making that play. Similar to what he did earlier in the game when he picked off a pass, leaving one receiver going over to help another. He did a great job over there closing the gap and knocking that ball away at the last possible moment.
Liam Colden, the intended receiver. Second down at 10. WPI at its own 42-yard line. They trail 24-0 with 10:28 remaining in the game. 3 receivers near side, 1 out right. Eckler, the handoff. It's Grasses just shy of midfield to the 48-yard line, a gain of 6.
And Grasses comes back in the game and gets back to what he was doing before he left, just getting downhill and picking up yards in chunks.
Hungerford, who's had a busy evening with the tackle. Darian Hungerford, a linebacker from Virginia, second in the Liberty League this year, actually second on his team, in the New Jersey Athletic Conference with 69 tackles, has 7 sacks as well. Third down and 4, WPI at its own 48-yard line. Play clock inside 10. Eckler, here's the handoff. Grasses off tackle left side, has a first down and more, crosses the 35, inside the 30, rumbling inside the 25, taken down at the 23-yard line. And that's a big first down for the Engineers.
Yeah, Grasses right now is feeling it. He's not quitting. He's not giving up. He still thinks they can come back and win. And you like to see that type of effort. You hope that spreads throughout the rest of his offense.
29-yard run. 9.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Can WPI close the gap? They trail big, 24-0. On a first down and 10. Eckler from Stoughton, Massachusetts, out of the shotgun. Audible called at the line. 3 down linemen for Kane. Eckler will hand off. And it goes to Liam Colden once again. And Colden doesn't get much, no gain on first down.
A little bit of creativity right here midway in the fourth quarter by WPI with that formation. Unbalanced offensive line. They went with 4 offensive linemen to the right side. Kane back on the counter. You see right here coming back on the counter with the unbalanced line. Nice little power. Just sniffed out perfectly by Kane.
Robert Mead with the stop. Second down and 10. WPI on the Kane 23. 8:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Trickery. Here's Marsh. Thought about throwing. Now the running back will take off to the far sideline. And he gets through a tackle inside the 20. Pushes towards the first down marker. And he is awfully close. Wow.
Give him credit. He didn't throw the football. He didn't make a bad play. He realized at the end of the day, I'm a running back. I can make this happen if no one's open. He did a great job just bailing on the play and getting positive yards.
Well, he's at the 15. He needed to reach the 13. That's a third down and 2 now. And WPI knocking on the door, but they have a lot of work to do. And time coming off the clock, 7:52 remaining in this game. ECAC President's Bowl. Eckler, 2 receivers near side right. Actually, near side left, Here's the snap. It actually went to Grasses, the running back. They faked the throw to the left side, and Grasses took the handoff, and he has a first down.
Grasses running with an attitude right now. If I'm the coaching staff, I reward him by giving him the football again and letting him punch it into the end zone.
Grasses approaching the 100-yard mark. He only had 16 yards at the end of the first half, and a man is down for the Cougars on the far side of the field. Yeah, he's turned it around here in the second half. What do you think the biggest change in his approach, or is it something up front the line of scrimmage with the line?
I think the offensive line has done a great job in the second half, just dominating up front. They're blowing guys up. Now we're starting to see those counters and those power plays work. They weren't working in the first half. Guys are now getting out and around the end faster and more aggressively, and they're knocking guys off the ball.
David Coleman Jr. down for Kean University. We'll tell you about the Classic Turf Company. The Classic Turf team specializes in the design and construction of sports facilities, including tennis courts, basketball courts, and running tracks. Classic Turf Company was the first to introduce post-tension concrete technology to the sports industry in New England and has pioneered its use in tennis and basketball court construction. Please visit them online for more information at classicturf.org. So Grasses is down to the 5-yard line. That puts WPI first and goal at the Kane 5. They trail 24-0 with 7:33 left to go. Best offensive drive of the game for the Engineers.
And an attitude drive. I love what I'm seeing from the ground game and from that offensive line. Doing a great job just hammering the point home that we're in this matchup to play and not quit.
Handoff, Grasses, tackle right at the legs. Might have lost a yard or two on that play. He lost 4, actually. He's dropped back at the 9, so it makes it a second and goal from the 9-yard line as we approach the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
A great defensive play right there by Kane, shooting the gap and bringing the ball carrier down the backfield right there. He saw a lane and attacked it ferociously. That's Dillard right there. Again, another great play by a defensive back for the Cougars.
Second and goal from the 9, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Grasses the back once again. Snap. Grasses trying to fight his way through the middle and doesn't have much. Well, he's taken down at the 7-yard line, a gain of 2, so it's a third and goal now from the 7 with 6:42 left to go, and WPI trailing 24-0.
And a couple of flags flew in.
So it's unsportsmanlike conduct on Kane. Should be half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down.
And that just crushes you defensively because you've done all you can to stop this football team to get them off the field. But now you just give them new life. Now they have first and goal from the 5.
Jumbo package for the Engineers. First and goal just inside the 5-yard line. Grasses gets the call, fighting his way for yards, but he stops short down at the 3-yard line, so a gain of 1 makes it a second down and goal. 6:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Kane 24, WPI nothing.
You like the support by both fan bases coming out, showing their support for their squads and being a rowdy bunch. This has been a great college atmosphere here at the ECAC Championships.
Oh, I agree with that. Nice regional presence from New England here. Even the folks from Northern New Jersey made the trip to represent their Kean Cougars. Second and goal from the 2. Grasses will throw into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, how about that? Thought they'd go to the big man, but they'll throw to Chase Flibbert into the end zone, and WPI now trails 24-6.
Hey, they set that play up all evening long, running the power, the single wing power with Grasses. Finally did the old Tim Tebow jump pass right there. Tight end snuck behind the defense, wide open, touchdown. No one covers a tight end on the goal line. That happens in the NFL. That happens at every level of college football. No one decides to cover the tight end. He's always open on the goal line.
Now the Engineers will attempt the extra point. Be Blaine Bursey. Timeout on an extra point attempt. WPI calling for time. That's interesting.
The last time they called timeout on a field goal attempt, we saw what happened going into halftime. They ran that trickeration on the other end. Let's see what they draw up here coming out this timeout.
It's just interesting to me because you have 5:47 left, and if you can somehow keep this at a 24-6 game and get the ball back, you want all the timeouts you can. So why would you call a timeout like that on the extra point unless, like you said, they're going to come out here and go for 2 and they had to reassess what their play call is going to be. But you would think they would have that figured out in advance.
Well, this play better work, I'll tell you that.
Completely agreed. I think they would have had this scripted beforehand. So WPI now will go for 2. Those timeouts are precious. You hate to use it in a situation like this. Eckler takes the snap. He'll roll out, being chased out of the pocket, throws on the run. Incomplete pass, but a flag comes in the end zone.
New life, new effort, new play now for WPI. The only thing is you don't get that timeout back, but at least they get another opportunity to try to get 2 points to shrink this game to a 24-8 contest.
Let's see if they get Jimerson. It wasn't Jimerson, it was Vaughn Scott, the sophomore defensive back. So they'll move it half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, roll out to the short side of the field. Not a big fan of the play call, but credit Eckler for giving his receiver an opportunity and drawing the flag.
Pass was intended for Middleton. WPI lines up in the jumbo set. Flag comes in. Grasses Just shy of the goal line and driven back, but let's see what this flag is. Another flag comes in. So one came in inside the 1 yard line, and a late flag comes in after the whistle at the 3. So 2 penalties on the play. This is the most drawn-out 2-point conversion attempt I've ever seen.
Guys are getting chippy out there, man. And it's good to see that both teams are still in it mentally, fighting for each other and wanting to play.
Tom Mulhenny and his crew have a couple of matters to sort out right here. 5:47 left in the game, 24-6, Kane over WPI. And let's see what Tom Mulhenny has to say. It's actually Dr. Tom Mulhenny, as we saw in the game notes. Well, they'll go half the distance to the goal. You had an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and then the defense jumped into the neutral zone. So I don't know how much closer you can get, but they're going to move it half the distance to the goal.
One of these plays better work. If you're WPI, you want one of these plays to pay off. Like you said, this has been the longest drawn-out 2-point conversion attempt probably in college football history.
Jumbo package. You have Brian Marsh and Grasses in the backfield. Tight end left as well. Here's the handoff right near the goal line. Let's see. Does WPI have 2? No. 2-point conversion fails. And the Engineers unable to put it in from about a half yard out, and the score stays 24-6.
I will say this, though. Offensive coordinator Neil Hitchen has a lot of creativity. That was a great play call, a great design. They ran the single wing, but they ran a counter with the fullback to cut back inside. And credit Kane's defense for stopping him at the goal line, but that was a great design. Just didn't work out the way they wanted it to.
Connor Sakowicz got the call, and a man is down for Kane. So at 5:47 left, this is an 18-point game, so it's a 3-score game at this point. 2 timeouts left for WPI, 3 timeouts left for Kane. And down on the field right now for the Cougars. Take a look. It is Peter Lajawa, defensive lineman number 93.
From Wallington, New Jersey. Nice bowling alley in Wallington, New Jersey, by the way. I tend to make my rounds around New Jersey. I know these things.
You're a popular man.
Hey, I try to be popular, you know?
Give you a lot of credit. What struck me when I first met you was your ability to match the pocket square with the tie.
Listen, it's all about accessorizing. And if I had a purple watch somewhere laying around, I probably would have. Oh, I didn't show you the socks, though.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Purple socks.
Listen, you never know who may see you. So you got to be matched all the way through and through.
And I would say that your shoes are very similar to that kind of sock, too. You got a purple kind of shade to your shoes.
I would say that's gummy bear purple to the shoe. You know, it's almost brown, but it's almost purple, so I would say it's purple.
It's impeccable.
Hey, listen, I try.
I have enough trouble just matching the belt to the shoes and the tie. So, WPI, they have work to do here. Let's see if they go with the onside kick. Kane does have a man deep. And here's the onside kick. And it's going to fall right into the hands of the Cougars. Outside of the 40 to the 41-yard line. Here, a reaction from the Kane sideline. I'm wondering if they thought a flag should go in there. I guess that was a hybrid between an onside kick and a pooch. It wasn't quite an onside kick where it spiked the ground and went up in the air. But at the same time, it traveled a good distance, probably about 15, 20 yards.
Yeah, they tried to catch them sleeping, thinking that they were going to drop that football right in between the hole where the deep returner was and where the 2 front lines were. Didn't work out in their favor, but a good call to try to get that sky kick the drop right in the hole.
Here's Tom hitting. Looks like he's going to say offsides WPI and the onside kick.
Yeah, it's not been a good night penalty-wise for WPI.
Well, it's a first down after the penalty is declined. It's a 3-score game, 24-6 Kane with 5:42 left.
You see right there, they try to drop the kick in the hole. But you got to stay on side. It's those little things that add up in the ball game. Mental mistakes. You can't have that happen when you're facing a good team like Kane.
Actually a 5-yard penalty, so they'll move it up to the 48-yard line. Here's the handoff. Corridor out near midfield. Tackled at the 49-yard line. Just a gain of what as we approach the 5.5-minute mark in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, if you're Kane right now, your job is just to start working on this clock. That's the biggest opponent in this game right now. You have an 18-point lead. You have the momentum. You're on the plus side of the 50 or getting to the plus side of the 50. Your job now is just to work this clock down and essentially end the ball game.
Blaine Merchant with the tackle. Second down at 9. 5:07 remaining in the game. Kane could still run some time off the clock as the play clock about to approach 10. They have a 24-6 lead. Charles App has had a solid game. The shotgun. Here's the handoff. Corridor. Misdirection there. Now he'll run out to the right side of the line, outside of the tackles. And he stopped at the 42-yard line. I'm going to say the 41 to give him a favorable spot. Though it's an 8-yard gain on the play.
Looks like they give him the first down as well. But, again, it's been that type of night for WPI defensively. You have a guy stopped in the backfield, only to let him slip free. He ends up picking up the first down.
Kevin Lynch with the tackle. Well, they'll save a 42-yard line. First down at 10. 2 timeouts left for WPI. Kane has all 3, but they have an 18-point lead with 4:17 left. Here's Corridor. Just outside the hash marks, has a first down. Keeps going down to the 26-yard line, gain of 16, another first down.
And even if they were giving him a massage, the defense still couldn't touch him. He did a great job making those guys miss in tight quarters. That's very tough to do.
We'll mark the ball at the 26. After the tackle by Blaine Merchant, the freshman linebacker. The clock will start. 4 minutes even left in this game. 10 seconds on the play clock. Kane killing time right here. They lead by 18. App gives to Kyrie Tyson-Jones, who's had an impact on this game, to the 24-yard line. Goes Kyrie Tyson-Jones, a gain of 2 yards, makes it second down and 8 after the tackle by Torrens Onfrelli, the senior linebacker.
And Jake Brown also in on that tackle, number 5. That was a shoestring tackle as Tyson-Jones looked as if he was going to pop through there and end up in the end zone. But great job not giving up on the play by those 2 backers.
This is a Kane team that's had some turnaround from last season. They were just 2-8 a season ago. In fact, back-to-back 2-8 campaigns before the 7-3 regular season finish this year. They're looking for win number 8 to end their season. Second down and 8 from the 24-yard line. App gave it off to Kyrie Tyson-Jones, and he's out near the first down marker. I think just from this vantage point, he's a little short, maybe about a half-yard short after the tackle by Derek Pacheco. That's a third down and 1.
It's a good job. Again, running the football, you see your quarterback getting out there, lead blocking. Just a total team effort in the running game. They haven't done much throwing the football, but the one thing Kane can hang their hats on going into next season is that, hey, we're a pretty good team running the football. Our offensive line is young. They're athletic. They get out on the move, and we have a stable of backs that can definitely get the job done. 2
touchdown passes by App today. Third down and 1 Kane at the WPI 17. Tyson-Jones has a first down as he's tackled at the 12-yard line, a gain of 5 yards.
You look at that offensive line, two seniors, 2 sophomores, getting the job done. And that's the biggest thing. 3 seniors, and 2 sophomores. So those 2 sophomores come back, get a little bit more stronger, get bigger, get a little bit more athletic, hitting the weight room, and they should have another successful season in the NJAC.
Tough conference. Got some powerhouses there like Rowan University. Montclair State has been a quality program over the years as well. First down and 10 for Kane on the 12-yard line. Tyson-Jones Talked about his prowess running with power earlier on. That time he looked like a shifty tailback with a nice spin move. That's a nice gain on first down. So cuts it in half. It's a 2nd down and 5.
I'm sitting up here just jealous at the ankle flexion by Tyson Jones. I wasn't able to move like that in my day, but this is a guy that's doing a great job just picking and finding ways to gain yards. And tremendous tailback play on both sides. I like what I saw from Grasses. I like what I saw from the 2 tailbacks for Kane. It's been a great exhibition of running the football by these 3 tailbacks.
Well, they'll give him a favorable spot, but from where the dial it down is, it looks like it's 2nd and 5, but they say 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. Tyson Jones stuffed in the backfield. That play blown up. Tackle made by Edward Giles, the senior defensive lineman. Inside a minute remaining, 24-6 Kane on its way to its 8th win of the year, and the Cougars will wrap up the season at 8-3. WPI will finish its season at 7-4.
And what I like about what's going on right now, even though this is a 24-6 ball game, no one has left the stadium. Both sets of fans have stayed throughout. They're going to congratulate their team on a successful season, getting to this bowl game. But I like that aspect about this game. Neither team's fans left the stadium early.
Dan App gets the U-8. Dumped on him. As Tyson Jones to the 11-yard line. I'll say he got back to the 10. So that brings up a 4th down, but the clock is going to run out on this one. Now the final score in the 2015 ECAC Division III President's Bowl. The Kean University Cougars 24 and the WPI Engineers 6. So congratulations to the Kean Cougars, and likewise to the WPI Engineers. They had a terrific season, their first postseason appearance in 23 years, but the Cougars walk away with the victory here in this game tonight.
Yeah, I don't think WPI will be that far removed again from postseason play. That's a very good football team on the other side. Kane, their defense is excellent, especially in the secondary, and we saw them just put an example, a clinic on how to play the passing game in this matchup. So I think both teams did a great job. Both teams definitely have a lot to build on for the future.
Let's talk about Kane very quickly. Charles App tonight with 2 touchdown passes, 1 to Lipriati, 1 to Schmidt. What impressed you most about the way Kane approached the offensive side of the ball?
I thought they did a great job dominating up front. They established the running game early and often throughout this ball game. And just defensively, the secondary, the way they were able to take away the passing game and make WPI one-dimensional was very impressive.
So that concludes the action for tonight. Tomorrow we'll have 2 games on tap for you. At 11 o'clock, the James Lina Bowl. St. John Fisher College out of the Empire 8 will take on Westminster College from Pennsylvania. St. John Fisher at 7-3, Westminster at 8-2. And tomorrow at 5 o'clock, it'll be Buffalo State College at 7-3 out of the Empire 8 against RPI, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, at 8-2. Well, before we say goodbye, Emory, what are your final thoughts on the first day of this ECAC Division III bowl action?
If you love college football, you have to love these bowl games. We got 2 great matchups today. Tomorrow we have 2 more great matchups, and Sunday we have 2 excellent matchups as well. So tonight I was impressed by the athleticism on both sides of the ball by the 4 teams that competed in these 2 first ball games.
Once again, our final score of the Kean Cougars 24, the WPI Engineers 6. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Emory Hunt, and the entire PAC Network crew, including our producer, Alec Palmer, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Seth Cantor. Good evening from New Britain, Connecticut.